What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. Thank you guys for being here. I'm telling you, Beverly Hills is killing it. Beverly Hills is killing it. Um, you guys, let's start with the craziness that does not involve the actual cast. Let's start with Denise Richards' daughter moving to OnlyFans. And it's saying that Charlie Sheen is blaming her for her OnlyFans content. Now, I'm like, let me let you guys hear the whole story first. It says Charlie Sheen blames his ex-wife Denise Richards after their eldest daughter Sam joined OnlyFans. The former 2.5 star 56 tells Page Six she's 18 years old and living with her mother. This did not occur under my roof. I do not condone this. But since I'm able to prevent it, I urged her to keep it classy, creative, and not sacrifice her integrity. Sammy, who turned 18 in March, announced her adult business venture on Instagram Monday with a sultry snap, urging her followers to click the link in the bio if you want to see more. The teenager's bio and subscription-based social media platform, which is often used to post nude or partially nude photos and videos at a premium price. Y'all, she's 18. I mean, what can you do with your dad being Charlie Sheen? It was almost bound to happen. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hey, everybody in the chat. Yeah, with your dad being Charlie Sheen, it was gonna happen. Sad to say. And your mom, I mean, she was up there complaining to the girls for talking about threesomes, and in your own house, this is what was going on. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Oh, the girl's 18, so it's not like she's doing anything illegal. We don't know which direction she's gonna take. I think that, the fact that she finished high school and, is doing some of it. I mean, your parents are Denise Richards and Charlie Sheen, so let's move right along. Well, since we're on that path, I was telling you guys that all of these housewives are now promoting some type of sex toy. We got Noella. I showed you guys Sheree. Give you a little refresher. Work ain't honest, but it pays the bills, I guess. Work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. But now, I don't know if you guys have seen Shaw's, but now Shaw has joined the sex toy promotion. Gigi. Y'all, what is going on with these housewives? Do you think they're hard up for money? Like, what is going on? Like, everybody's getting on Candy for the sex toy business, but they're all promoting it. And Portia's been promoting one on her Instagram too. People need sex toys, but I mean, come on, y'all. Like, everybody's gonna be promoting. We all know Sheree need the money, but come on. Didn't it look cheap? Like, if you're gonna do it, do it. But to me, it looked cheap. I'm gonna just leave that at that. I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay, so I like to keep you guys updated on all the stuff going on before we actually start the review of the roast. Kathy Hilton says that Kim was asked to return back. I'm here for this. Kim is my favorite housewife. And I don't like new Kim. I like Kim when she was, living her best life. I would be here for Kim returning to the Housewives of Atlanta. I'm here for it. Now I got in a little bit of trouble about this one. This got posted. Apparently, Tom's first wife is wanting alimony. She says she's $245,000 owed, and now she's going to the trustee to collect. It says in a surprise development, Karen Girardi, Tom's first wife, files papers for the relief brought by the second lender. She discloses that she's owed $10,000 per month, and her bill is now $245,000. This brings just the secured liens to $6,070,000. Debt service is $40,000 per month. Y'all, people went off on me on Instagram because I'm like, go get a job. Yes, technically she is owed this money because Tom should have paid her. But if it comes to somebody who's been getting $120,000 a year for the last 20, 30 years, hopefully you save the money, ma'am. Somebody was like, well, she's 81. I would rather have all of the money go to the victims than my thought process is, how can you be owed this money? Like, how can you be owed this money if he got it through ill-gotten means? That doesn't make sense to me. So, yeah, people were going off on me in the chat saying she's too old to get a job and this and that. Hopefully you save the money, ma'am, because he don't have it, and every bit of that money needs to go to the victims. You guys, let me do a quick commercial break for 2 seconds. I'll be right back. That's going to be my commercial break moving forward. Okay, so we're coming up to the end of this stuff I had to tell you guys about what's going on outside the show. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but this is allegedly Sutton's daughter's best friend, and it says, "Me when I cut off my high school BFF of 5 years because her mom was racist to me, and now she's a real housewife, getting called out for being racist, and her response is, my white daughter had a Chinese friend on TV. She also says she's not Chinese." This is the girl with Sutton's daughter for proof. I told y'all I thought there was something more to what they were saying about Sutton. I like Sutton, but I definitely feel like there's probably, if Sutton is a woman of a certain age from the South who grew up in a family with money, I would not be surprised if there were some racial things going on there. I don't know what to say. I do feel like there's probably some truth to it. I like Sutton. I hope there's not truth to this, but I mean, we got to call a thing, people. And multiple people are saying it. Not that I necessarily believe Crystal, but multiple people are saying this. So there's probably there's some truth in most things that when there's smoke, there's fire. Let me just say that. When there's smoke, there's fire. I want you guys to put in the chat if you believe this girl or if you believe Sutton. And if you are the replay gang, definitely put in the comment section if you think that there's some legitimacy to what this girl is saying, because I definitely do. So let me see where we at. So the episode starts off, to me, I kind of felt it was a little bit of a filler episode. The episode starts off with Erica talking about her Glam squad, Garcelle talking about her Glam squad. I mean, you need a Glam squad for that? Like, you could go to Target and pick this up. Erica needing a glam squad and saying specifically that she absolutely has one and she will not skimp on her glam squad. But then this came out, y'all. Erica Jane hit with a $2.2 million tax bill. And her response, I do not have the ability to pay. But you have a full glam squad. I was trying to make it make sense, but I couldn't. I thought, like, talk about priorities. Wait, let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, yeah, definitely don't. uh, Not the lesbian lounge. It is what it is. Okay, so Crystal is saying she doesn't need a glam squad, but what I noticed was Crystal looks a mess when she gets a glam squad. Like this look is a mess. But when Crystal is natural, where she just has like some lip gloss, she's actually really pretty. So I kind of got it, and I like the fact that she shaded the hell out of the girls, letting them know that she doesn't need the glam squad to look good. She can just throw her hair on and some lip gloss. I thought that was cute enough. Um, it was kind of giving thrifty. Like at one point, Crystal said she had $100,000 purse, but every time we hear her talk, she's very, very cheap. So maybe we should get some of Crystal and Erica and some of Erica and Crystal. Again, it was kind of filler. They're sitting at the table, not really talking about much of anything. And all I could think of was Erica and Garcelle paid money to look like this. I could have got them that. I mean, whatever. Um, whatever. There, Dorita's still talking about this robbery. Sutton is talking about being a vegetarian who eats bacon. It's not making a lot of sense, y'all. I'm really trying here, but they look crazy. It's not giving what I think it's supposed to be gave. But we all know the best part of this episode was at the end, so I'll give them that. Let's see. So we move on. They really weren't talking about anything. They talked a little bit about Lois again. This talking to Lois's death has kind of like humanized Rinna for me. I don't really like Rinna, but I can kind of feel through the screen what she's going through. Probably similar to how I was feeling when I lost my grandma. So I'm liking the softer side of Rinna, but Rinna is not supposed to be soft on this show. And throughout this whole episode, she was just kind of like peripheral cast. I think they're paying her too much not to be a shit starter. So she better like figure that out real quick. Let's see. No, that's not it. So we get a scene of them trying to surf. I really wasn't impressed with this scene. I just wrote in my notes, surfing is boring. Kyle takes other girls shopping. Again, cute enough scene. They buy a couple things. Sutton picks out. Kyle says that she will buy all the girls their outfit, and Kyle, to me, that seems pretty gracious. Sutton picks out the most expensive thing in the room, a $5,000 ring. Now, I think this is the bigger picture with Sutton. She spends a lot of money to look bad. This ring does not give me $5,000. It doesn't give me anything special. I just think she's the type of person who goes to make sure that the price tag says something expensive, and then she puts it on and says, "Oh, this is couture," and people are supposed to say it looks good. I don't think she buys shit that's flattering for her. It's just one of those people who wants the most expensive thing in the room, and 9 times out of the 10 on Sutton, it doesn't look good. The other girls decide to talk to Crystal. Like, if you'll notice, the theme of this show is really all about Crystal and Sutton. The other girls don't have anything else to talk about. Again, Garcelle and Kyle are really pushing Sutton to keep the conversation going about what's going on with her and Crystal. And you could tell that Sutton is not into this at all. She's wanting this to be over, again, because I think she has something to hide. Just me. I don't think that Sutton nor Crystal want to have this conversation, but literally, Kyle and Garcelle don't have shit going on. So they are going to push it at all costs. Kyle starts calling Crystal manipulative. I'm like, I mean, it could be true. I'm not a Crystal apologist. I don't like hypocrisy. So then we got Erica, big up in Crystal, basically doing the same thing to Crystal that Kyle and Garcelle were doing to Sutton. They're just pushing the topic. And then Crystal even realizes that Erica is probably just pissed at Sutton, but stupidly she's like, well, I really do feel like, she has my best interest at heart. And I'm like, no, this woman doesn't have your best interest at heart. Has she ever called you? Do you guys talk outside of filming? No, she's doing this to get back at Sutton. I mean, like, what am I missing? Then they start talking again about the fact that Crystal lost 14 friends at one time. And Kyle's heard about it. Sutton's heard about it. Rinna's heard about it. My thing is, if Sutton had her ear to the streets, how she didn't know that her husband had a whole baseball team? And if Kyle's ears to the streets, why are we not hearing about all the women he sleeps with? Like, you haven't heard about that shit? You can hear about everything else going on with everybody else in Beverly Hills, but you don't know what's going on in your own house. It's giving Wendy Williams. But I digress. I will say that if you lose 14 friends at one time, maybe it's you, Crystal. You might be the problem. The problem I have with all of these other women calling her a social climber is we know that Kyle's whole family has social climb. Kim was the star, but Kathy was the one who got with a rich man after her mom paid an escort to teach her how to sleep with rich men and land a rich husband. Like, that's the epitome of social climbing. Kyle utilized her relationship with Kathy to get her husband a job, and then they stole his clients. That's social climbing. Lisa Vanderpump told us that Kyle did that. If you're not selling the house, Kyle isn't interested in the friendship. So it's funny to me that they can look down on Crystal for what they've been accused of. Let's see. Okay, so we're getting to the book. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link because this is you guys after show. I'm just hosting. Anybody welcome to come up. We're going to finish reviewing the show. And you're allowed to give your critiques. Let's see. So I have dropped the link. Okay, so we're moving on. Where are we? Last note, Erica don't give two shits about Crystal. Okay, so we're at the dinner scene. This is the meat and potatoes of this episode. And I really wasn't that crunk about it, but then Gabor called me right after the episode went off, and I'm like, okay, maybe it was all right. Let's see. Help yourself, because I'm about to get on Garcelle. So all the girls are at dinner again because what else are they gonna do except dinner? I did think it was kind of crazy that they were oohing and on over Garcelle's outfit. It looked like a sheet. It looked like a sheet with the flower in it. But okay, we're getting into the dinner scene, and Rinna wants to talk about this book that Diana wrote back in 2008, and Diana is literally like shutting it down. And I thought it was a little bit weird because I hadn't heard, but we find out from a scene that got deleted that they had already talked about it on Diana's first scene. Diana feels like this book made her look like a sex trafficker and a madam of high-class prostitutes. And she's laughing about it, but I think it's the truth. So I did a little bit of digging, and it looks like the book did have some big players in it. George Clooney, Lindsay Lohan, Elton John. But the premise of the book was kind of weird. It's about a penthouse suite at some Beverly Hills hotels, and they're telling kind of like provocative stories. A lot of them, like Rinna, are naked in the book. I didn't quite get where she was going with it. But because of the book, they're saying that's why people felt like she was a sex trafficker. So this Twitter person said they forgot the part about Room 23 being a book, Room 23 book being a front for celebrity prostitution, and also forgot to include the picture below. She spent a lot of time with Jeffrey Epstein, but this is not actually Diana. So whoever wrote this was wrong, but that don't mean I don't believe the stuff about her being a madam. This was from Diana. She says, let's address this. When these oh no. When these men were doing whatever they were doing, I was a broke ass refugee in London with no passport and no name and no country, no family, no one to help me. Surviving on barely any food. But girl, I thought you didn't know what a store was like. She says she'd never been in a store. But when she's backed in a corner, all of a sudden you were a refugee. Sending whatever I could to my parents in Bosnia to survive. Working 3 jobs to put myself to college. You knew the truth and you did not let this fuck you for putting me in the same bag with this monster. Woman in this picture is Ingrid, Victoria's Secret Angel Party. So she was pissed. You know she got to be pissed if she actually is admitting about her past. I will say I like Diana shutting them down. Like, what's the point of continuing talking about something if you know it's a point of contention for me? I'm with her right there. Let's see. So we get Kyle playing producer again because everybody's like exchanging niceties and she goes right back. So what were y'all talking about earlier? I really do not like Kyle. I don't like anything about Kyle. All right, Ramel, bye. Is Lala in the book? I don't know. Let's see. I put the list up. These are the big players. If you don't see Lala's name in the book, she wasn't in it. Or are you calling Lala an escort on the low? Let's see. Somebody said, what did Garcelle do? Garcelle added nothing unless she was throwing fuel on the fire between Crystal and Sutton. The same thing that Kyle did. These women have absolutely no storyline. That's what I don't like. Not Rim 23. Okay, let's see. Pretty sure Diana isn't allowed in Haiti. What does she do in Haiti? What am I missing? There's got to be more to the story. About Diana or Sutton? Yep, Diana is clocked. Heard about it years ago. No wonder she tried to pull that weak crying-ish about Sutton. I see through Diana and that victim Crystal. I'll give you that much. When she was crying, I really didn't think it was about Sutton. I think she was uncomfortable having to talk about that book again. I'm just saying. Moving right along. So we get to the meat and the potatoes of this episode. Kyle playing producer, asking them what they do after the beach. It leads the conversation back to Sutton and Crystal. So the group of friends told Kyle, Sutton, and Rinna about Crystal doing something to them, but it does seem reminiscent of what Crystal did to Sutton. You continuously talk about something that you're not willing to put on camera. So it's confusing, but I'm sure there's truth on both sides. Crystal probably does do some fuck shit, and Sutton probably is a little bit racist. Um, okay, so we're getting to Sutton and Crystal again. Crystal kind of apologizes. She's wishy-washy, going back and forth. I Erica chimes in defense of Crystal, and then Garcelle tells Erica, "You're really getting on my nerves about something that you started." You started this, Garcelle. This was your doing. You and Kyle put this together. So how is this woman getting on your nerves? It's funny that she speaks to Erica like that, but she doesn't speak to everybody like that. Hold on, real quick commercial.
Right. That walk. Oh my goodness. It was diabolical.
But Erica stands her ground. Does not. Erica stands her ground. She doesn't let Garcelle back her off because some of her questions are valid to Sutton. Why are you allowed to do to Crystal what you didn't want her to do to you? So I was feeling that. Let me see. Drop the link again. Like I said, anybody's welcome to come up. Okay, and then we get to Crystal saying, "Well, you hate me and you like me." And Sutton is like, "No, I didn't say that." Now, here's the thing. Sometimes I think Sutton doesn't think before she speaks. She clearly said that to the girl, and I was really happy that Diana was like, "No, this is what you said." And then Sutton gets to arguing with her because she doesn't like being challenged in that way. And she actually puts her finger in Diana's face. And it's like, well, didn't Erica do this to you when you went running out of that dinner party and got those armed guards for 2 weeks? Like, the hypocrisy at this table is crazy, y'all. Carolyn says, my favorite part, Erica saying, there's not enough sage in all the Sageville to clear the air. Erica wasn't mute after that, was she? I'm gonna have to go back and watch. Y'all, literally, I had to put this together right before. But I do think that Dinah had a point. Sutton is very clumsy with her words. I don't think Sutton means anything by it. I just think that she's not an orator like Candace. She says things that she doesn't forget, and that might give some. She says things that she later forgets, or she pretends like she doesn't remember saying them, and that probably gives some legitimacy to what Crystal is saying, if you really think about it. Because this is something that we all saw. We just saw on camera. You said it the night before, and now you're taking it back as if you didn't say it. So that might give a little legitimacy. She starts yelling, pointing her finger at Diana. But Diana, I'm willing to bet Diana did do a little some strange for change in her past. And if she really was an escort, I think she could take Sutton. So Sutton might want to watch them fingers and watch how she talks to people, especially if she can't fight. Because to some people, putting your hand in my face and yelling at me, that could have been fighting words. I'm really shocked that Diana went the other way and started crying. I think she's probably crying a little bit about that book and people thinking she's a hooker more than she was crying at Sutton. So then you got Sutton crying too. Everybody's crying over this little argument. It didn't make sense. But on this, I actually side with Diana because she was just holding Sutton accountable. None of the other ladies at the table were holding anybody accountable. Nobody chimed in, even though they knew that Sutton had just said that the night before. Kyle runs after her because she's the producer. She's coaching this woman into like standing up for herself. But really, again, Kyle doesn't have any storyline. So she's there to coach these women, and she's fine with doing it because then she never has to talk about who Mauricio is sleeping with.
Right. That walk, oh my goodness. It was diabolical.
Okay, so again, this is you guys roast and review. I have dropped the link for anybody who wants to come up. You're more than welcome to do so. If not, we're gonna be closing out pretty early tonight, which is Wednesday, so I'm fine with that. I really just don't like Kyle. I don't know how else to say it. Kyle does not deserve a spot on this show. I think that we haven't seen anything real about her since Lisa Vanderpump asked Brandy to put them magazines in to talk about who Mauricio was sleeping with. Like, honest to God, I'm as over it as Garcelle was at the end of that dinner. Now, why Garcelle got on my nerves? She got on my nerves because you talked to Erica crazy as hell, telling her she's getting on your nerves, but Diana chimed in a moment later and you stay quiet. So which one is it? Do you not want people jumping in? Or is it just the fact that you are just as much of a social climber as the rest of them, and you know that Diana is prominent and has money, and you're not going to speak out of turn to her? Just saying. Vile Kyle is the worst. I'm naked. Okay. Whoever he's sleeping with doesn't like that, doesn't walk like that. At least she's not awkwardly selling at least she's not awkwardly selling vibrators. Again, I thought this was more of like a filler episode. It's not. I'm pretty sure it'll pick up. We can't have everything being super loud and obnoxious like the last couple episodes, but for the most part, it was good. I saw this. Beverly Hills made it to Jeopardy, but the contestants didn't know what the fuck this was. Kyle Richards, Lisa Rinna, and Garcelle Bouvier, Get Real. No idea. So nobody got the answer right. Because these are smart people. Smart people are not watching. What's up, Gabor?
What's good?
I know. Okay, I told the people you were hyped about this.
Oh, I'm hyped. Tonight episode was so good. Did you see how aggressive Sutton was this episode? I think that Sutton needs to. I really do. I think that Sutton needs to be that she probably needs to try out for Love and Hip Hop LA. I don't know. As aggressive as she was this episode, she was loud. She was pointing her fingers and stuff in people's face. That ain't Beverly Hills, darling. That's real Love and Hip Hop ish.
Okay.
I don't know. It's giving me real Love and Hip Hop. Huh?
You think that Sutton needs to join Love and Hip Hop?
I do. I didn't. She was real aggressive tonight. I don't think it was a need for all that.
You think Garcelle's putting a battery in her back?
Baby, Garcelle owe me. Garcelle needs to pay me. Because I felt like the bed today when I seen that she had a glam squad. I felt like I don't know what we need a glam squad for City Trends, but I damn near felt like the bed when I seen her. They said that she had a glam squad because I know good and goddamn well Garcelle ain't got no glam squad. Come on, let's be real. If we can't be real, Mills, I don't want to talk. If we can't be real.
I think that Garcelle got that glam squad because she had them drive into Mexico. She didn't have to fly them out.
Garcelle got a glam squad? Are you kidding me? And that's just what I be saying about. That's what I be saying about people. She's trying to fit in with the girls. That's what I be saying about her trying to fit in with the girls. What the fuck does Garcelle need with a glam squad?
What's up, Cromarty? Oh wait, Gabor.
Garcelle is the queen.
The queen of
What does
what?
this mean, Gabor? Why is his name Gabor?
So look, S. Cromarty be coming for me. S. Cromarty just don't know how I can get down. But it is what it is.
Have you
Where
seen the
was you
Bad
at,
Boys
Gabor?
Club, Cromarty?
Mm-hmm.
No, Cromarty, have you seen the Bad Boys Club?
Which one?
The Bad Boys Club. The Bad
On
Boys
YouTube?
Club. No.
S. Cromarty, let's be real. S. Cromarty,
watching
let's
YouTube.
talk.
Jonathan's cousin.
Let's talk. Let's talk, S. Cromarty.
Okay,
Let's talk, S. Cromarty. What does Garcelle need to? Hey, Princessa, what does Garcelle need a glam squad for? Let's be clear. Did you not fall out the bed when you seen she had a glam squad? Come on now, let's talk.
Garcelle is not Drew Sidor. Garcelle has work. Okay, and Garcelle has roles.
I'm not asking you that. I'm just asking. Does Garcelle need a glam squad?
She does. She needs a
For
different
this
glam
particular
squad.
outfit.
She needs to fire her
Child.
glam squad because
For this particular outfit.
we're not gonna do Garcelle. We're not gonna give her too much.
We're not doing her. I'm just saying I damn that
What
fell.
about
I,
this?
not damn that fell. I fell out the bed when they said that Garcelle had a glam squad. It's like
Why you
Garcelle.
fell
I'm
out the
telling
bed?
y'all, she trying to fit in, and y'all be like, she ain't trying to fit in. You go. I'm just telling the truth. All of a sudden, Garcelle need a glam squad
She's
and still came to the dinner looking cheap.
she's a public figure. And
They, Garcelle put a flower in they, and that's what I'm saying. Mills, take the picture down. The girls are so scared. The girls are so scared that something gonna be said. You know, they so scared. Take the picture down, Mills. The girls are so scared that the girls are so scared, and they want to make Garcelle feel so welcome that when she came to the table with a flower in her head, they had to give her a standing ovation to make her fit in, and she still looked cheap.
She was the only one.
They giving her a standing ovation to make her feel good because she's the only black girl in the group, and she still look cheap.
I'm not gonna lie and say that.
Thank you.
Don't.
I'm not saying she didn't look beautiful, Janelli. I'm not saying she didn't look beautiful. I said it looked cheap. I'm not saying she the pretty. She a beautiful woman. It ain't hard to make her up, but it still looks cheap. Those flowers was probably plastic. Look at the.
It's your words, Gabor. It's your words, man.
What words? It didn't look cheap.
Cheap.
I wish I had a picture of
Baby, Garcelle put a flower on her head and the girls got the clapping shot. I can't.
Erica was wearing one of them tracksuits from 1992.
Erica looked at a mid, baby. Erica going through it, baby. Erica, I told y'all, we saw Erica last season going for second and third helpings and stuff. She can't really fit nothing.
He's giving Cherie with Erica.
She looked like Charlize Theron from Monster.
That's the real Erica right there.
What'd you think about this look, Gabor?
What was this at the pool?
Yeah.
Is that Diana?
No, it's Erica. This was her glam squad put together.
Ooh.
Jacob said Garcelle is the definition of hit or miss, but when it comes to her outfits, but she's always looks amazing face hair wise. She always look amazing face wise.
Yeah, she's always gonna be a beautiful woman.
Yeah, that hair,
face wise, that hair,
Ain't gonna talk about that blueberry wig.
It's giving very Giselle. She'll always be pretty, but the fashions just aren't there.
I just could not believe that the girls had to give her a standing ovation because she put a flower in her head.
Boy, leave it alone.
And they was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!"
Leave it alone.
And I thought that Beyonce was coming in or something. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand what was going on. All she did was put a flower in her head.
It's at least in the right step. What was the step?
Marty, can you at least give us that? That's what I'm saying. We can't have a conversation if we ain't gonna be real. Did he require a standing ovation?
Real.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about real. Let's talk about real. Let's go.
Talk about real. Okay. Is the game the best rapper?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so we can't even go nowhere, man.
The best out west, yes, he is. Okay, well, I'm not gonna say he's the best. He's the biggest. He said that he was the biggest rapper in the world.
Oh, I thought you were going somewhere else with that. I was about to say I don't.
Well, he said he was the biggest. You make of it what you will, but he said that he was the biggest. Baby, you the biggest, right?
Did somebody say Garcelle over? It was just Giselle over Garcelle.
Yes, Giselle over Garcelle. Garcelle is y'all.
I'm not hearing much defense,
I
Cromar.
love baby.
Look,
You Sutton was
there's
so
not much.
aggressive this episode. She was so aggressive. I really was scared. I was really clutching my
Oh,
pearls.
Sutton.
She was so aggressive this episode. But Diana,
Yeah,
oh
we
my
don't.
god, I don't even want to get into it because I'm gonna have to get into it tomorrow.
Dirty Diana. How you feel
Baby,
about Dirty Diana?
I love Diana. Do you hear me? Baby, Diana read Sutton with facts and receipts, and what happens. This is why I believe, Mims, that Sutton said something else. Sutton definitely said something else because what happened was Sutton was about to sit her motherfucking ass up there and lie and say that she didn't hate Crystal. And when Diana was saying, "No, girl, you did say that you hate her," and she was looking for validation from the table, nobody said nothing. They was about to let that girl sit up there and lie.
And
And
gaslight.
Bravo had to show the clip of the girl saying that she hated her.
From a day
Then when
earlier, like they had just forgot.
Yeah, they was about to let her get away with it. They was about to act like that she didn't. That's why I don't believe Kyle. Kyle will say anything. She don't like Crystal because now Crystal is kind of painting them as low-key racist. Okay, so she don't like her. But they was about to let her get away with that, and Bravo had to show the clip of her saying it. And also Diana said, well, when I talked to her, she told me that she didn't like to raise her voice. That she didn't like to raise her voice. She didn't like to get aggressive, and she don't like to argue. But the first thing she did to me was point her finger in my face and raise her voice. And Bravo played the clip, and that's exactly what she said. Sutton said something else. I don't care what y'all say.
The people aren't liking that you like Diana.
Why they don't like that I like Diana? Diana cleared this episode.
I don't
Good
know.
boy liking Diana ain't sitting right with me. Diana is worth $250 million.
So that's
sitting
what
pretty.
sits right with you, the money.
Well, no, when I seen that she had $250 million, she had said that she woke up one morning and said that she didn't want to be married no more. What was her exact words? She woke up one morning and said that she wanted to be
That
on
was
her
it.
own
She didn't
with
want
her
to be
husband's
married,
money,
so she got a
and
divorce.
she got $250 million. Why y'all don't like that I like Diana? Diana cleared.
Dirty Diana.
What's good,
It's still
Kwame?
out with me. The
Huh?
verdict is still out with me and Diana.
Hey,
I'm
D.
not sure.
Marie. But Kyle would have said Sutton said something. She doesn't like Sutton either. Kyle wouldn't have said nothing because Kyle is also when Crystal has said that this is not a safe space for her, it made the girls in the room look like that they was low-key racist and wasn't validating her feelings. And did you see Garcelle didn't validate Diana's feelings? Garcelle did not validate her feelings. When Diana started crying,
She's a
Garcelle was like, I can't.
Validate her feelings.
Diane, she was like, I can't. But we gotta keep the
I'm
same
eating my asparagus.
artichoke. You see, I'm very technical.
Broccoli.
I knew it started with an
Ass. It wasn't ass.
Do you think that Garcelle is really celibate and she's not really dating men?
Child. Baby Garcelle done posed the Playboy and people don't even know it.
Good heart.
I went and I saw her
you.
spread. At least she didn't do full frontal.
And I'm mad you took that whole time on your show to do that.
To do what?
We was talking about Atlanta, and then you just segue. That's why I called in. I was like, I know this fool ain't about to segue into Garcelle.
That's not what we did. What did I do? Somebody tell me what we did because we was talking about several topics. We wasn't talking just about Atlanta. We was talking about Atlanta. We was talking about
He's talking
Drew
about
Cousin. We was talking about Saucy Santana and Blue Ivy Thomas. We was talking about several things.
But you mentioned Garcelle when you were talking about Atlanta, and then that segue into a Let's Roast Garcelle, and then somebody said Garcelle did Playboy. Then you sat there and did a little sideline, started looking at the pics.
Because I didn't believe that she posed for Playboy.
She looked good in the pics.
Good as
How much you think they paid her?
Probably $50. You know she cheap.
Lauren Kelly is right. Just saying.
She cheap. She cheap. She'll do anything. She cheap. Okay.
And he's
I just don't like. But my whole this is another thing that I don't like.
You got another Garcelle.
Garcelle can do the bare minimum, and the girls be going up for her, right? Garcelle got the tear down. We don't know how much the tear down cost her. She got the tear down, and she told him, "I got a little tear down. I'm building it up." Oh my God, Garcelle! Yay, yay! She could do little bitty shit, and the people got to go up for it every time she do something. I don't like that.
What's,
We gotta fight. We have to
what's
fight now.
good,
Baby, come
baby?
on,
Tell them
Lisa.
what time it
I have to fight
is, baby.
I
now.
Tell
swing
them
and
what
bang. I
time
swing
it
and
is.
bang.
Yes,
Come on,
honey.
Lisa. Let's get back to back and just get the windmilling. Let's get back to
Just
back and just get the windmilling. It is what it is.
yes,
I'm
baby,
gonna put on
honey.
my
Yes,
weighted
but
gloves
this all this
first and then
natural,
get the
baby. I ain't got the
slow.
bonnet on. But I'm gonna tell you like this right
Because
here.
she's
You know
doing
what
it
I'm
on
saying? I
her
just had one other
own.
job. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you like this right. I believe Diana. I love the Diana because Diana called
Okay.
Sutton out on her shit.
Yes,
You
she
did say
did.
you hated that darn girl. You said,
Yes,
yeah,
she
I
did.
like her, but I also and I hate her too. So
Yes,
that
she
means you
did.
got some little bit of hatred for Crystal, okay?
Preach.
But I'm saying
Preach.
you didn't say it, okay? Because you said I truly don't care what nobody else say. This is my opinion on. I really do believe that Sutton said more than what she was saying. She said on that
Okay.
thing. Number one, because number one, I'm gonna tell you what the proof was, baby doll. Because the best friend of
What's
her
the proof?
daughter came out on social media and showed the picture. Said her mother was a racist. And so she said she left out being friends for 5 years. Time and they deleted. It don't matter because she came or she deleted. It don't make no difference. But she's put it out there though, and
Mm.
I really do believe and that ain't got nothing to do with her
Why you
being a
sitting
southern
for
white
me?
woman.
Why you
My mother
sitting?
was a good
Don't
friend with
stop
southern black
now.
or southern white women, and we
I
have
look
been to
like
their
Michael
houses
Jackson.
and swim in their swimming pool. So I'm just saying that all that don't make no damn sense. It's crazy. Sudden ass is motherfucker said some shit that she didn't want out there, and Bravo didn't want it out there. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. This is right. This is right. This is a crucial time in America. They don't want that same mess happening in New York between Ebony and all those dumb women. They don't want that on there. They don't want that
Kwame.
same stuff with
Hold on.
Jeopardy.
Kwame say Sutton didn't say anything. Even Andy agreed with Kyle on Watch What Happens Live. Andy also said that Crystal was wrong at the season 10. That Kim was wrong during the season 10 reunion when he went on the Breakfast Club. But then when he went over there with what's that white girl? Megan? No, not her, McCartney. When he went over there with Jessica McCartney, he did believe that Kim was ganged up on.
Jenny.
And then she was, you know what I'm saying? So he kept on going back and forth. See,
So he
he
a
don't
flip
want
flopper.
Bravo to be painted as racist, so he has a reason to lie.
That's what I'm talking about. See,
He has a reason to lie. Andy might
that's
ain't no prayer book to me.
that's what I'm talking about. They don't want that. They don't want, especially after they got
Mm-mm.
caught last season. Last season with that girl, what's her name?
Oh
Jenny
my
from
God.
Salt Lake. They don't want that mess. They said, damn, how we
Shady,
missed that.
but I'm
You
shady.
better believe. You better believe they got people
You are shady.
looking. Man, some the sudden said some more stuff and they deleted that
Yes,
mess.
they did.
I
Let them
believe.
know, Greg. Let them know, Greg.
I really do.
I
I
still think
really
that
do.
Lisa, do you think that when Sutton was talking about that experience, she
Mm.
was talking to her husband at the window? Like that's what I feel. The story started off with, oh, there's a white girl, Asian girl, or I'm sorry, Chinese girl, and I think she said Catholic Protestant or something like that in my
Hmm.
pool. I think she was talking to her husband saying, leave those kids in there. I think the husband was racist. And I think that's what she probably told Crystal, and Crystal didn't want to repeat.
This I do. Okay. It might have been something like that, but like I'm telling you, Crystal said some more shit, and I mean not for me. Sudden has said some more, not Crystal, but I can understand Crystal point of view when everybody kind of jump on you and God said get on my nerve. How the hell you gonna come from you? How the hell you gonna come from Erica when you did the
Um,
same goddamn shit last season, last episode? You want about all this stuff back up.
hey, Janice.
Hey, the dollar. Yes. Oh, I left her blonde hair, but she got a blonde hair on that picture. Yeah, but I'm for real. God said, how can you do that? Because you want who start, you want to go and start this stuff. Even son told you to let it go. You want to let it
Also,
go.
you agree as per Marty. You agree that she don't
Wait,
need no glam department. She don't need no glam squad.
she's beautiful. She don't
You
She
need
agree
it.
sure
that, but
do.
you
And
agree
like,
that she's trying to. But
listen,
what I'm saying is, do you agree that she's trying to fit in with the other girls?
I'm saying when in Rome, do what the Romans do.
Child,
Beverly
please,
Hills.
girl, you can't even buy your kids Gucci. You couldn't even buy your kids Gucci. Your son asked you for a
I'm going
Gucci
short.
shirt. Black people don't wear Gucci. I mean, black mothers don't wear Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Look, I
And that's
can't,
what I'm
I
talking
can't,
about. Crystal,
I can't. If we can't
Crystal
be
is the
real, I
only
don't
one
want
who
to
didn't
talk
have no
about it.
grand squad.
Boy, don't do
Crystal
this.
is the only one who didn't have no grand squad. Crystal, I'm not finna pay for nobody
Crystal,
else
the
to
only one that
meet.
didn't have no glam squad, baby, and she came to the dinner looking beautiful. Her back was out.
So did,
She
baby,
looked
and that's what I'm
bad,
talking about. I don't know.
bad
They
bitch.
need to, y'all need to bag up my girl Crystal. I'm for real.
Oh
Out
Lord.
there sudden eating, don't like this sudden eating bitch. That bitch coming here vegan, and that bitch like bacon. Get the hell
Vegetarian
out of here.
and she eating. Okay, let them know, Lisa. Up here
Get
eating
the hell
bacon,
out of here
bitch,
with that
please.
bullshit. I ain't with you. I ain't down with you.
Bro,
No, baby,
Marty, you
you had to
gotta.
break away from the tape. That's why you
Where's
had to
the
get her down
defense?
and got in your
Say
motherfucking shit.
what?
I'm a good person.
Where's the
I'm a good
defense, Pro
person.
Marty?
She
I
ain't
Where's
no
the
don't
good
like
person.
screaming. I don't
She
like
ain't no good
screaming
person.
stuff, but
you
you
gotta
around here
defend your
screaming it
girl.
down and you putting it
You
down
talking
on
about
her
say?
face.
I don't give
I
a
said,
take. I
I'm
don't care
from
about say.
Now
St.
and see, but see that it was so aggressive. But that's what I'm saying though. But see, Diana didn't. If Diana would have hit her, she was wrong. But I didn't like how Garcelle was like, "Oh my god." Like Diana couldn't have to cry. Like Diana didn't have to cry. See, she don't do none of the other white girls like that.
She
And the way
sure
that she
did.
talked down on the way that she talked to Crystal at that table, no ma'am. It was
The
like
way
she
Crystal
was.
was talking to her last week, big words. Come on now, back and forth. They
Who
do
we
that.
talking about?
Well,
Who you
hold on.
talking
Let's get
about?
on that really quick. Because if you are going back and forth with somebody, is there rules? Like,
What you mean?
if you feel that somebody has said something to you that's out of turn or out of pocket, should there be rules?
If let's, this is what I'm saying about y'all invalidating people's feelings.
Mm.
Okay,
So I got into
when
a
she
fight
was
with this
talking to
girl yesterday at work.
Crystal, she said, "Crystal, you can't do that to me again." Crystal said, "Okay," and she was like, "No, but I need you to say it." And she was like, "I just said it." She said, "No, I need to hear the words come out of your mouth." If she had said that to Garcelle, there would be an uproar. There would be uproar. You know what I'm saying? She
And
was
she would
trying
say
to
to any
sun
other
that
woman.
girl. If she'd have
And she
said
would
that
say to
to
anybody else
Garcelle,
would say
it would
Taylor.
have been uproar. But she could do it to an Asian woman, and it's
Yeah,
supposed to be okay.
yeah. I thank you. Because she would have
Stop
said
Asian
to Kyle, she
hate.
would have said that to Kyle, Erica, Lisa, either Jerick or somebody else, baby dog, they would have been an uproar. And they would have
Onyx say
came after
Garcelle was
her.
probably thinking, "Why is everyone crying?" She probably thought everyone was putting on. But my whole thing is we're talking. This girl that was being yelled at, and her finger was in the girl face.
By Sutton.
Yeah,
I
by
said, yeah,
Sutton,
you right.
Who is
You right.
Sutton?
And
and she
yeah.
she started crying. Are we gonna act like that Sutton wasn't yelling at this girl and putting her finger in her face? You know what I'm
But
saying? Everybody not fighters.
but you got to be some
Yeah,
kind of
and
weak for
that's
Sutton to
my
make you
thing. This
cry.
my thing is
Sutton.
if you right time you doing you sitting right time I'm a good person, I'm a good person. How many times you got to hear that? I heard this last season, I
So
heard this
Garcelle
season.
can't use
I'm
the
tired
race
of
card,
hearing
but
you
Crystal
saying,
can't.
okay,
That's not what
what
I'm saying, Constance Wells. I'm not saying that Garcelle can't use the race card, but Crystal can. But what I'm saying is, what we have some of the viewers is that they don't. It's a thing where people are not validating Crystal's feelings, right? So it's like every time Crystal do something, it's you know what I'm saying. Oh, she doing this, she doing that, but you can't even say that something is a big word, and she was calling all of a sudden. All she said was, "I know it's a big word," but all of a sudden she telling Garcelle. All of a sudden she don't call Garcelle uneducated, and all of this other type of stuff that people trying to come up with.
that's
In
what
all
That's
I'm
all I'm
fairness, it
you
was
know
saying.
what I'm
shade.
gonna do.
In
I'm a
all fairness, it
DM
was shade, but
Crystal.
I
I'm
think
a DM Crystal and I'm gonna tell Crystal, baby, bring no receipts.
Crystal need me to come with her to the reunion.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
need
talking
to
about.
ride with you. Let me
Come
ride
She
on.
with
can
you
be
to
her
the
grand
reunion,
squad.
baby.
Yeah,
Cause
that's what I'm
Erica
talking
ain't
about.
really
Yeah.
get you.
You right,
Erica ain't
baby.
really coach you. Erica was trying. Erica was really trying, but she didn't really coach you like I
You
could.
sure
She
do,
didn't really
baby.
coach you like I could.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Gabor would have you hating
I'm a
Garcelle
team
all damn
Crystal,
day.
baby. I am not
I
team
don't want
Sutton.
nobody to hate Garcelle, but I don't want nobody to hate Garcelle, but Garcelle is condescending. What
Baby,
Erica was doing,
baby.
what Erica did tonight, you cannot deny what Erica was doing tonight with Crystal. Garcelle did that. Garcelle and Kyle did that with Sutton.
She sure
Sutton
did.
said so many times she didn't want to get into it with her. They had moved on in their friendship. She didn't want to talk about it no more. They kept on pushing. They kept on pushing, and they instigated that situation. But when Erica do it, all of a sudden you are really bugging the fuck out of me. What did you have to
Garcelle
do
gave us
with it?
two
You didn't have to
episodes of
do it.
content.
You didn't have nothing to do with it either. You started it.
She
Sure
gave us two
did.
episodes
She
of
sure did.
content.
She started
That
it,
was
girl.
what?
I said Garcelle gave us two episodes of content with her producing.
Child.
wait,
Baby, she
what was
can't
the
keep that
content that she gave?
diamond.
Hold on, Lisa, 1 second. What was the content that she gave?
The whole starting it with the whole Crystal and Sutton thing happened because of Garcelle, right?
So you're saying that she is just stirring the pot. What she's giving us is producing the show from inside the show. That's what you're saying.
It's been done every
Thank you,
season of
DGF.
Atlanta, every season of Beverly Hills. Everybody do
Thank
it.
you,
Kenny did
DGF,
it.
for being honest. They were in certain batteries and backs tonight on both sides. Exactly. Exactly. And so it's like everybody want to come at Erica, like, oh, Erica, you just doing this because you don't like something. But
In all
Garcellum is
fairness,
doing the
that
same
is.
thing.
But in all fairness, that is what she's doing because she doesn't like
It's
Sutton.
different
She
with
is, but
Erica.
but
It's like
at the end of
evil
the
with
day, they
Erica.
both in certain batteries in somebody bag. Point blank,
Yep,
period.
yep. Garcelle put it in Sudden back, and
Crystal's the
Erica
wrong
put it in Crystal back.
battery in her back because she is definitely not a fighter. Like you put her on the spot, she just gets quiet. Who
Baby,
cast
she wouldn't have put me on no spot, baby. I'm gonna tell Crystal, baby, like, come on. We need to go through this union.
I can
And we gonna cuss out Cal. We gonna cuss out Sutton. We gonna cuss out Garcelle. We gonna let all of them know, don't mess with me, baby dog. I got swords and dragon, baby. You don't understand who I'm coming from, baby. I come from Asia, baby. Okay, I'm an Asian
Asia,
chick.
made in Asia.
Okay, we coming like that. Okay, so we come gonna bring out our drag. Come on, you gonna bring that dragon out from China, baby, and just
Mm.
let that dragon just
a
fly
China dragon,
all
Lisa?
over them.
A China dragon?
Yep, we gonna do that, baby. Come on, Crystal, baby. We need you
Is
have a
is
little bit of
Crystal
backbone, baby. Don't be sitting
Crystal
in the
is
corner
Chinese?
crying. We ain't got time to cry, baby dog. You can't help you keep
Thank you,
your
Constance.
diamond.
Constance telling the truth. Crystal wasn't validated when she felt violated by Sutton with the girls. Kyle was on Get Back. Yes, she is.
And Kyle came
Sutton
talk. She
doesn't,
did the same thing to Lisa Vanderpump.
Sutton doesn't tell full truths. No, she don't.
She don't.
But I mean,
Oh,
but Crystal is
what?
weak. I'm with you on that. Crystal needs to stand up for herself. She should not have to have a Diana defending her. She should have been able to say it right there. You're lying. But something about her doesn't click. I don't know if she is actually trying to feel accepted amongst these women. I think there is some truth to the fact that she probably was doing sneaky shit in her other group of Beverly Hills friends and she got kicked out.
13 women.
I don't believe that.
She didn't get kicked out that much because she's still friends with Kathy Hilton.
No
Mm.
Well,
one
I
gets to
don't think that was a
Kathy.
real friendship. I think that was just to get her on the show.
Now
No, they
look,
were real friends. She was at the girl wedding and stuff. They are real friends. Her and
yeah,
Garcelle was
they
at
Kathy.
the
are
wedding too,
real
right?
friends.
No.
I
So
think
this
Garcelle
season
was.
is gonna be. It's gonna start off with everybody going in on
But we
Crystal,
don't know. But we don't
and
know
then
what
when
happened in
Kathy
the
gets
friendship
in,
group.
we're all gonna go
We
on
don't know what
Kathy
happened
because
to
that's
them
what it's looking
14
like.
friends. And we don't know they do the 14 friends still together or they not together or was somebody that's saying something because Lisa Winter said she heard the same thing too. So we just don't not know what happened.
We don't know what happened in that situation. She could have slept with somebody. Like, we don't know what happened.
You think she
You get
Yep.
what
slept
I'm
with
saying?
somebody's husband?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that she slept with somebody's husband. I'm just saying we don't know what happened. The same way that we say about Sutton daughter, the
Mm.
Sutton daughter friend, we need more context to just actually believe that the girl was racist. That Sutton said
14
something
women.
racist. We gonna need more context over the 14 friends.
That's
They're
what I'm
gonna do
talking
like
about.
the
Yeah, so we
Cosby
need more
Awards. Just get a
content.
magazine with
I
all the
want,
women
I
just
want
sitting in there
more.
and said
I
we
want
left
more.
Crystal.
Hmm.
I want more. But I
And what
do.
happens is when people are and with the 14 friends, that doesn't mean that she had a problem with all 14 friends. It just means that some of the people were like, "Oh, you ain't fucking with her. We ain't fucking with them neither."
I mean, I could easily, just being truthful, I could easily see her being a social climber. She throws multiple parties for multiple different charities and everything in her home all throughout the week. We don't know that she really does anything. We never really see her doing anything with her children. So I think she probably is, to a certain extent, a social climber. I just can't say that she's not the only one in Beverly Hills or even the only one on this cast who has done that. So why is it such a bad thing when Crystal does it?
Because she
Well,
Asian.
she got to be no such time. Her husband, babe, her husband directed the Lion
Because
Her
King.
she
husband,
Asian.
well, Lisa, her husband can direct whatever he wants, but that doesn't mean that you're accepted in society, right?
Her
We
what
see that
business.
there is a hierarchy. Her husband can be whatever, but it's still she's an unknown. She
Baby,
needs
when
those
you wake up
connections.
there with the Mickey Mouse, you can get anything you want. He be work with the Mickey Mouse. He work with Mickey Mouse, baby. Come on now. Disney got some pull now in high society. How much you want to think they don't? They do. Mickey Mouse. I don't believe no social clown. Nah, baby.
Yeah, I believe that Crystal husband is sneaky though.
It's
He give
easy to
me,
target.
and it's also what we're
Yes, Sasha.
seeing
I don't know.
from. What I will say is with Crystal is it's a total change of what we seen last year. Last year she had that $95,000 bag. This year she's just so cheap and she watches the way she spend money. Right.
She's woke.
Last year she was
Who's
clearing.
y'all? I don't think that I'm an advocate for Crystal. I talk about each one
Me too.
honestly.
I'll just talk about
And
everything out there. That's the truth. I only talk about stuff that's the truth. When have I came on here and lied about something? See, the thing with Escamardi is he can't
Do I have a
argue with me
list? I
because
need to make a
everything I said
list.
is the
I'll make a
truth.
list of everything you lied about.
You can't argue with me because I said the truth.
Look, when you say the truth, I can't argue with you. But
No,
shit,
I just don't like when people break down. Like, Sudden broke down last season. Like, she supposed to be left and stuff. I can't take this. Then she go have a drink and then she want to have somebody to do on there right there. Baby, I'm like, Elka, baby, I see you for what you are. See, when Elka came at you, baby, your ass got up and you ran, baby. You ran up.
she
You,
can't.
I'm gonna get the
So
hell
she
away
can't
from him.
grow a backbone. I like the fact that Sutton this year is a lot
But
stronger than she was last year.
hmm
but this what I'm saying though. This is sudden thing though. Sudden lashes. She had to get up and leave because somebody would come every time. If somebody come back at her, she got to come out and she want to get up and leave. Then she want to
I
make a big issue out of it, and that's not cool. She did that same thing. She did the same thing at that party. I believe Lisa Winter or somebody was having. She did when she called Crystal pants ugly. Some ugly leather pants. Child, please, ain't nobody got
ugly
time
leather
for that. And then
pants.
what she came, then what she did tonight. Didn't nobody else have her done fucking back because everybody knew she was telling the darn truth. When Donna was telling the darn truth, you did say that. You did say, "Ooh, I like," even though I hate her. You ain't say you hate the thing that she does. You say, I hate her. You said
you
because
are you are crunk tonight,
She
Lisa.
okay,
is.
but see,
Maybe
that's what I'm talking about. So you got to watch. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, now back to that one.
Everybody did
you
say you got to watch the words that you say. Even Crystal said this tonight. I got to watch the words that I say come out my mouth. Okay? Now that is the point. You got to watch what you say. But you did say it, sudden, because you got mad because Diana came at you.
Hmm.
Diana told you, well, you don't say it about 1,000 times that you're a good person. Don't nobody want to hear that no more. Okay?
Okay.
so
She trying to convince us that she a good person and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what I'm talking about. Your good character and your character gonna come out your characteristics, how way you are in your personality.
Amen.
You know
Tell
what I'm
her. Let
saying?
him know,
Because
Greg.
Diana kept telling her, don't nobody got to keep on hearing that stuff from you, and you what you said was what you said. Come on, and now stop lying.
Thank
But you don't
you.
say lying on you. You just lying to your damn
so
self. I
Lisa,
guess. I
so
guess it
just
is. Shit.
Lisa. So to clarify, you are team who?
I am Team Crystal.
Hmm.
Cause like last year, I
Crystal.
was kind of like on Southern side what she was saying, but I understand
Hmm.
what her point of view though. It's about the
Crystal.
word violate. She read out what the a definition of it is. It is when somebody coming to your space that you feel unsafe for. It's called you feel
Lisa.
violated. Okay, and that's how she felt.
Okay, yeah, this was a part that I didn't touch on. I don't think that Erica is qualified to grade a sixth grade report, let alone an LSAT. And the fact that her husband, who was driving off cliffs and flipping his car in the snow, I don't know that I'm comfortable with him grading LSATs either, or being a
Well,
part of.
that was back in the day. That was back in the day. He was a little.
Yeah, I do feel like
He was a
I
little.
do feel like that when he I do feel like that when she said that when he used to grade the LSAT, I don't feel like that was in recent years. I feel like that was a while back.
I'm
Yeah,
tired
that's
of
what I'm talking
Erica.
about.
I'm tired of Erica trying to validate who this man was. Every chance she gets, she tries
If he
to.
graded the LSAT, he graded the LSAT.
I
But
need. I need clarity. I
I
need
do
clarity.
believe that he was taking money and making people pass though. I do
Sure
believe that he
was
did
shit.
that little college admitting stuff that they did with
hmm
on Becky I believe that he did
Corey.
one of those. He was one of them.
They're
Man,
about
you
to get
catching money, huh,
imported.
child, please. That's why I
Kwame,
said I
you're
don't
not
know why
far
people
off. She
so
just
mad
got
at Erica. Erica was not the lawyer. Erica was his wife. He was getting Erica gifts and stuff in her company and stuff. Erica didn't steal the money. Her husband stole the darn money. So why is everybody
well.
so
She
mad? I
has her
don't
own
believe,
court case. Lisa, were you here earlier?
huh?
Were you watching earlier? She has her own court case coming up. Aside from Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we say about
Well,
the tax bill. Okay, this a whole different thing about
That's
the
real
tax
Well,
bill.
broke. Garcelle
Everybody owe
never.
tax back that taxes and money. Okay, so I'm just saying.
everybody doesn't
So
know 2.2
well,
million
well, most if you in that tax bracket, you
and
do.
paying
Okay,
$40,000 for a Glam Squad.
that's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
Real
we don't live like that. Makes sense. We don't live like that. Me and you don't live like that. Elka live like that. Okay,
she
they so
downsized for. She said that she downsized the
Men
Glam
deserve a
Squad.
share.
She
yeah
probably
yeah.
paying the same. She probably paying the same amount that Garcelle paying for hers.
Surely is, baby. You got that right. Come on now.
Say it again. What
Come
you
on
say?
now. Come on now. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I am not a Garcelle hater. I love me some
Please.
Garcelle,
I
baby.
don't listen. I shade everybody the same way. Don't y'all do me that. I'm not team nobody. I do like Crystal, but when Crystal is wrong, I say that she wrong. Don't do me
Really?
that. Don't do me that.
Really?
Karen, you gotta
uh
make millions to own millions.
You chose this. That's
and
what I'm
that
talking
came
about,
from
baby.
Karen Huger, so
That's what
you
I'm
know
talking about.
exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't want we when I got married to LK with all these damn cars and stuff start flipping off the damn the son car flipping and the husband flipping and everybody surviving off these damn cliffs and snow and everything else. Child, ain't nobody surviving like that. What the hell you coming to? You some lying somewhere. That's some
Kwame, she is shade worthy. The shades right
No,
the
she's
stuff that
not.
I say about it is.
Thank
What
you,
the fuck
Kwame.
does Garcelle need the Glam Squad as for Marty?
It's no different than Drew having five
How this
assistants.
and I talk about Drew with her 5 assistants. Come on now, let's talk now. Have I
Listen,
not
okay.
said why does Drew need 5 assistants?
You
Don't do
have,
me that.
but look, man.
Don't do me that. Don't do me that.
But you gonna act like you just now started with the Glam Squad. Before you even
and
knew
then
Garcelle had a Glam
that
Squad,
she
you've been coming at her
talking and
since
stuff. She
1999.
got an endless
Everything
story.
about her is shade worthy. The shades write them. It writes themselves. Come
Mm.
on now.
Look at Sierra content. She on it.
What did you
I'm
think
not
Because
gonna
about?
say
like
I
I
hate. I
said,
hate on
if you
Garcelle the
can
whole
afford a
lot. Don't
grand
do me that,
squad,
Sierra.
if you can afford a grand squad,
That's her
you can
Marty's
afford
sister.
it,
That's
okay?
just her Marty's sister.
Hmm.
If you can afford a grand squad, baby, get your
Thank you,
grand
Sasha. Go.
squad.
Y'all stick up for Garcelle like she's that girl, and she gives nothing.
Okay. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna say
but
that.
same
I'm
with
gonna let
Crystal. You
you
sticking up for
validate
Crystal
it.
like she's that
Baby,
girl, but
sure.
she ain't giving shit.
What
Cause
did
I
you think
did me
about
some
this?
guys. See,
I
I
Ooh,
just don't
look
like
at
I
Shayna
just don't
trying to
like
use
them
my
guys.
stuff against me. See, child, look at how people do you. And I'm aggressive. I need to be on Love and Hip Hop. That's Sutton. That's Sutton that needs to be on Love and Hip Hop. She had a full grown flower in her hair. I believe it was plastic, Shayna.
What did you think about this? Do you think that Tom's first wife deserves this money? She says that she's owed over 400 or $245,000 in back support
Child,
from Tom.
please.
She wants the money now, and she
Well,
wants
then she
for.
need to
Hold
take
on one
that
second,
man
Lisa.
off.
Lisa, hold on one second. She wants it before the victims get paid.
No.
What kind of shit is that?
Do
But
you
that's
think
what I'm
she?
saying. The
Child.
fact that that's even a question is
White women
the
above
thing
white
because
men.
if Erica can't get it, then why does she? You know what I'm saying? Everybody was so up in arms about Erica doing anything. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna change it for her. If
I
Erica
feel
can't get
like
paid, if
I feel
Erica
like
can't get paid, she can't get paid.
the
In my
woman was getting
opinion.
$120,000 a year for the last 20, 30 years. She should have saved some of that money. And how would she get it now if this money that he gotten was like ill gotten? It's like having who was that dude who was killing all those people? Um he was killing a whole bunch of people and his wife,
Mhm.
they took all her money and they were saying it was wrong. How is she going to support herself? It was Bernie Madoff's wife. She now has to live off I think like $2,000 a month. And there was somebody else, a big time gangster, Pablo Escobar. His wife,
Mm.
all the money got taken. To me, it's the same thing. Tom was the same kind of like criminal. He's just a white collar criminal. Why should the wife be getting money that should go to the victims?
Well,
That's true. That's true. Bitch, you better go out and
Garcelle would
clean
never.
toilets. That's the only thing I can
Gabor
say.
is gonna fight you one day, Crow Marty.
Garcelle would
Just,
never. If
I mean,
I'm
you
just
know,
saying, if
that's the only thing
Garcelle
I
had
can
the
say.
same advantages that
I'm talking
Erica
about
had,
your
they
name.
would never be. She would never do like Erica.
You even called the boy Gabusted.
The busted
you
baby.
know, I love it. I love it. He gotta address me every time he come on live. He gotta say something about the door.
Well, I gotta look. I gotta look because Gabor
I
be having these kids
I
thinking.
gotta.
Gabor be having
Huh?
these people on the panel thinking Santa Claus is real. So I gotta come in and let them know Santa Claus ain't real.
Really?
He's bullshit.
I'm
Gar-
bullshit.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness. Are we
Santa
gonna
Claus, so you
let
think
you do
Gabor
this?
is a
I
large
don't think
white
you want it
man?
with me, Mama. I don't think you want
No,
it with
we're
me,
not gonna
Mama.
do that,
But see,
Mama.
that's
We're
the
not
thing.
gonna
Though
do
the
none of
people,
that.
Joe
when the
Button
people
over there
come and even
starting
see you,
shit.
when the people that come and see you, they thinking that that's your name, Good Bussy, baby.
It's okay.
Everybody, you know, when people come and see you, your name is Good Bussy, baby. Your name, you know what I'm saying?
Good
All your
bussy,
name is
baby.
dedicated to me. I am so. Oh my God, I'm
I was gonna
living.
say good
Let's see her.
bussy.
She do need to get back of the
Good
line,
Bussy,
baby.
that's cute.
Good
So this
bus.
isn't child support. This is spousal support, and the woman is like 81 now. This was his very first wife. So she's been getting spousal support for like 20, 30 years.
Thank you,
But
Sierra. See, I have a crush on Sierra. She be right there for me.
Yeah, years by right.
That's what I'm talking about. You've been getting spouse for 80 some months, from 30 some
Yeah,
odd years.
Pamela, John DeRich, they money hungry. I feel the same way across the board. I feel like if Erica can't get nothing, that girl can't get nothing. If Erica could get something, then this girl could get something. But if we gonna say that Erica, I'm not saying that. Y'all say that Erica needs to be in the po house, and if that Erica got to be in the po house, this girl needs to be in the po
Under the
house too.
jail.
She don't need to be able to get nothing.
Right.
Yeah, everybody learn how to start washing toilets.
let's say that he started stealing money from victims 10 years ago. Then she's gotten $1.2 million of victims' money. She's coming back saying, not only do I want to start getting my $10,000 a month again, I want all the back money from when he was in court and his money was tied up. Like, they can't even sell the house. Where is this money supposed to come from?
OnlyFans, Bravo.
If this 81-year-old woman gets on OnlyFans, I'm done. Did you see that Denise Richards' daughter is now on OnlyFans?
I did. She look every bit of Charlie. It's weird. I like, ugh.
I
Don't
can't
like
get on
Denise at all.
OnlyFans because I ain't got time.
Oh, my page is
That
coming
just
soon.
took it to me. That
Uh,
just she do like her daddy. She do. She do look like her daddy.
Mm-mm-mm.
is that a good or a bad thing?
Well, it's cool know you a man or a woman, I guess.
Charlie with a
I
bow.
ain't got nothing to do with it, baby dog. You know, she look like her dad. She look like her daddy.
Mm. Well, y'all,
You
I
know what
gotta
I'm
get up
Yeah.
saying?
off of here because I gotta get up in the morning.
You tell me you always
Do
gotta do
what? Go to the
something.
gym?
How you ate no
Mm-hmm.
gore?
I'm about to go
How
after I
about
get off this
what?
damn.
Did you
How
I
you
eat?
got one.
ate?
I got one more meal left
You got one more
I
meal
had cereal.
left? Okay then. Cause every time I
for the
look up,
day.
baby, every time I look up, you be hungry.
Well, shit, y'all be keeping me on there for 2 hours. I eat every 3 hours. Y'all be trying to keep me on for 2 and 3 hours.
I
That be
can only
you.
imagine what your show is going to be like tomorrow because you're going to be then watch the show again and be riled
Oh,
up.
baby, I was listen. My knees and stuff kind of hurt. My legs and stuff kind of hurt because I'm telling you, when I seen that Garcelle had a Glam squad, baby, I fell out the bed.
It go boy. See, that's the crazy part. She gets you like that, and that's crazy to me.
Because I'm just so it's because y'all be trying to think that she coming in and she's trying so Garcelle
Look,
needs a
hey, look.
personal Glam squad for
Black women want
what?
to hold on to the one black woman that's on the cast. Let them hold on to that black
I
woman.
just don't think that she was the right pick.
Cause she's
I
I
broke.
think
just feel
she
like it
came
was
in
shameful.
hot.
I
I
just
think
feel like look, I just feel like they got so many black women in Beverly Hills that they picked Garcelle. They could have went and got Barry White's wife. She's still over there maintaining her home. She got nice cars in the driveway. You know, it's just so many black women in that they could have went and picked, but they picked Garcelle.
Garcelle
Baby,
is
I don't think
beautiful.
they want
oh
Barry
wait,
White. Barry
But
White like,
if we talk, hey Richie B,
what's
hey
up?
Hey,
Richie,
Gabor. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
What
Y'all
sound
are
off?
giving Garcelle way too much. Okay.
Amen.
First of all,
Too
do y'all
much?
see how she is in the in crowd now? Like she is teaming
You've been
up with
bashing her all damn
Kyle.
day.
Amen. Let her talk, that's Marty. Let her talk.
I'm just saying you're giving her too much. Y'all been bashing Garcelle. What's there ain't much
But
to
wait,
give?
don't put that
No,
on me.
she has been aligning herself with Kyle,
Mm,
Lisa Rinna. You see how they all corroborating their story against Sutton? I mean not
mm.
Sutton,
Crystal.
Crystal, this story about her and these 14 friends. It's too much. And even with Sutton,
Mm,
like the Karen came
a
out of
whole
Sutton
basketball
tonight
team.
at their table. Like that's how Sutton really is. That's who she is.
Mm-hmm.
How she exploded at the table. And my thing is,
A country
Crystal is
bumpkin.
obviously protecting Sutton. Whatever she said, and she said something, best believe. And
Mm-hmm.
Crystal is protecting her, and you letting Kyle gas you into getting mad at her and to, going against her. And she's holding this secret. She could destroy you, and that will live in like perpetuity. This thing about you being racist or problematic or dark. She did say something dark because look how she got at the table.
Hmm.
And I was
Yep.
And
livid
she
when
keeps
they
trying to convince us that she's a good person. Every time
no
I'm a good person, girl. What? Listen. Did
good
you
people
say
don't
it
have
or
to
did you
profess
not?
that.
Mm-hmm.
Good
I
people
like
don't have
Sutton,
to
but I
profess
definitely
that.
with you, Richie. I do believe that something more was said.
Most definitely. And she's letting Kyle and all of them, they're so conniving. What did she say? They're like divide and conquer. They got Crystal on one side, she called you a liar and this, that, and the third. And then they got Crystal over here. And you can tell Garcelle is in on it. Like she's so happy. And
Mm-hmm.
like it's like, girl, bye. Like
And
this
you
is
saw Rena
Lulu.
smiling at the end after the hit went off. You saw Rena ended it
I
with a smile.
hate Renna so much.
But it kind of reminds me of Monique. It
Renna.
kind of reminds me of Monique
There
and
you go.
Candace.
There
It
you
kind of
go.
reminds me of Monique and Candace
You might as well
how
say Portia so you can bring up your whole trifecta of all the ladies you hate.
oh, it's from Marty. Can I talk,
Portia.
please?
Yes, can your boy talk,
Oh
please?
my God, I can't even say nothing.
Go ahead. Go
But it
ahead,
kind of
talk.
brings me. It kind of reminds me of Monique and Candace. How I felt like that they had a good friendship, and the girls picked their friendship apart. You know what I'm saying? They
Yes.
was not satisfied until they was beefing, and that's the same
Oh
thing we seen
shit.
with Sutton and that's the thing we seeing with Sutton and
Crystal.
Crystal. You know what I'm saying? Sutton had told them so many times, it's
Candace with
okay.
the
We moved
ESP.
past that. We moved past that. And Garcelle and Kyle just not was happy until they got into it at that table.
Because guess
And
guess what?
make no mistake, it was because Crystal had said that this wasn't a safe space for her. And it implied that the women were not validating her feelings because she was Asian. And they was like, oh bitch, we gonna get you. Oh bitch, we
hmm
gonna get you.
And they were all on the what were they on Life and Style or People Magazine?
Mm-hmm.
Crystal, Sutton, and Garcelle. They broke this shit right
Style?
up.
No, they were on.
Was
They were
no
on like a. It was a LA publication. They didn't
Oh
give
yeah,
them
I'm
the
about to say
spot.
Life and Style, Garcelle. God.
no, no, they had like an exclusive. I think they were talking about Erica.
Oh, the
Her
Was
LA
it the
Weekly magazine. It was the LA Weekly magazine.
they had a feature on a magazine, and I guess Colin
Mm-hmm.
just wasn't here for it, and they pulled Garcelle and their team so fast you could just tell they're giving her glam. Garcelle ain't
She
pulling
got
for
to
them
sleep in the
people.
big house.
Hello,
She
that's what
wasn't
she
at the
probably.
hotel this time. She was at that. She was slept at Kyle. Come on now, let's talk. We're not
Can
Now
we
gonna
let's just
act
talk?
well,
like
they,
we're
Can
not
we
gonna act
talk?
like when they left that night that they didn't talk to Garcelle about what happened. Garcelle did a total 180 from what she did that night before. Now she calling out Crystal for setting up Sutton, but the night before she was saying that the women were not validating her feelings,
And the
and now
thing,
Garcelle ain't validating nobody's feelings.
and that whole thing she talking about something you would have set Crystal up. You the one to set Crystal up by having her come
Mm,
over to Kyle house and ambush her.
mm, mm.
Like, and then I keep forgetting my main point with Garcelle. It's like, go ahead, talk, because I'm remember. I can't
You
remember what I'm.
good?
well, they
go
did.
She
ahead,
I
it's
saw
get
this.
it all out.
Garcelle just did
Get
an
all the
interview the
Garcelle
other
hate out.
day
I will.
with
It's not
Eve.
hate. It's what's true. It's not
It's
hate.
thank
Like,
you, thank you. That's what I'm.
Okay.
What? See, I think
Get
within
your
the
truths
last
out.
10 years, when you don't go up for nobody, you gotta be hating. When you tell, in fact, all of a sudden you hating when you ain't going up
Nah,
for it.
it's
I didn't
about
like the
I don't.
accountability.
sweater. If I didn't like
about
the
tone
sweater,
and
I didn't like the
delivery.
sweater. It didn't mean that I was hating. I don't like the
It's about
sweater.
tone and delivery. Because
It
I
ain't
don't
about the
like
tone and
Crystal either. I
delivery.
don't like Crystal either. She's a
Hold
mean
up.
girl. I, I, I don't. I can't read
No,
her.
give your
Like she's a
opinion,
mean
Richie.
girl. She's like a mean girl. Sometimes now she's
she is.
crying. She's the big words, like all that type of shit. Like I can't. But you an escort at the end of the day, and your husband or your trick sent you to reform school. What you talking about, big words?
Y'all, I'm not gonna listen, y'all. I'm not gonna be able to forgive Diana for these tears. Diana for them tears. Even if I felt the tears coming, I would have fell on my back before I let Sutton make me cry on national TV. I would have
Let me
fell on
tell
my
y'all something.
motherfucking
Let me
back
tell y'all
before I let a tear
something.
come out my eye.
I'm gonna tell you something about that baby. I'm tell you about my girl, Crystal. Yeah, she was an escort baby dog. Her
Mm,
tricks was good enough, her skills was good enough to her to get a wedding ring, okay?
Was
That's
it?
why
mm,
she living in a big house. She got her own big house.
mm.
Okay? She got
Okay.
those skills, baby. When you got those skills and when you can do the pump up, you can do the hula hoop on the penis. Okay, baby.
Oh,
Oh.
And you can
We're
get
back
Hula
to
you
the
hoop
can
on
get
the
pool.
she
penis.
had those skills. When you got those skills like that, baby, you can get a
or her
diamond ring.
husband, or
I don't
her
think Crystal
man.
can
He
hula hoop
got
shit.
something exotic, and he just snatched her up before she got ran off through. I mean, it's a matter of
That's
Ooh.
perspective.
okay, but that's okay though. But
No,
that's
I
okay.
believe that.
Nah, but
I
she's an
believe what
escort.
you
She
saying,
bad.
Richie. He don't look like he had been too. He give me nerd and geek, and he don't give me like he was too experienced with women. And Crystal was like, let me go ahead and scoop this up.
And that what
Hmm.
she did, baby. And that's okay. You can be a
No,
nerd and
that's
a
what
geek.
he did. That's
He
what he
was
did. He scooped
he did.
her
He
up
did
before
scoop her
she
up.
went
But
down the
he
wrong
did.
road.
Oh,
And
he's a
that's what
Hula
geek.
I'm
hoop.
talking about. That's what I'm talking about. She had those skills in the bedroom, baby, because he was a gig. You know, he was a artist. He was doing cartoons and stuff. He was dealing
Jurassic
with
Park.
Disney, baby doll. Okay,
The
he
Lion
went on there
King.
like that. You know what I'm saying? He
I
had the
mean, I'm not
money and he
denying
loved.
any of that. I'm just saying the
Yeah.
shade, all that big words, and girl, your parents can't even afford a plane ticket to come over here. Like, stop,
Oh. Mm.
stop, don't do her, don't. I mean, just as a
Crystal's a
black
BSB
woman,
too.
I feel like I gotta stick up for Garcelle sometimes, but Garcelle is
Mm.
definitely drinking the Kool-Aid. Like,
Mm.
it's
Well,
no
she
doubt
is
You
drinking
about
the
feel
that.
like
Kool
she's
Aid,
trying to fit
but
in,
I'm
Richie?
Yes,
She going
absolutely.
on Twitter. She's going. Don't make no mistake about it. She's going on Twitter, seeing what Black Twitter is saying and trying to do what they doing. And the only reason why she is going at Erica like that, because remember last season she was on her knees and stuff begging Erica. Erica, it's not worth it to me, Erica. I would never.
Not the
But see, this
knees.
season she going after her because that's what Black Twitter was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So
sure
she's
was.
trying to do whatever they doing. I see through you,
Mm-hmm.
Garcelle.
That's what the housewives do.
So you
What
feel
they
like she's
Yeah,
do?
but
trying
they
to
do. But
They
I
assimilate?
look at
mean,
the
now
reception of what they do and they change
it's
the
getting
next season.
ridiculous. Now I'm not gonna tell
No,
you the truth.
They
and this what
don't.
else about Garcelle? The
That's
whole
what Atlanta
saying
doing, and that's why their numbers are low.
she's
Well,
talking
Hold on,
okay,
about.
Mr.
so wait,
Candace.
really, really quickly, because that's kind of a good point, Gabor. A lot of times, people in media they will skew with what their audience wants. So you feel like Garcelle is purposefully skewing towards what Twitter or what the people want. So you think that's why she's going after Erica?
What Black Twitter wants specifically because she want to be seen as that girl from Black Twitter. She want Black Twitter to have her black when she really has never aligned herself with the Black community. But yeah,
Really?
that's what she doing.
But do y'all see how she brought in? Oh, my son's gonna be working for Vanderpump. Oh, I invited Denise Richards. She's
What
trying like
exactly? It's like my child would not be working for no Lisa Vanderpump.
she
I could
doesn't
hear
even.
Lisa Vanderpump now saying that she had to go over there and feed Sam kids, feed them grandkids and stuff. They had nothing to eat. I could see it now.
Gabor.
Or he
Why
has to
would
use the
you
bathroom
on the
sink.
same platform as
I'm
her?
saying no, 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 no.
You couldn't make no
I'm
job for
live.
your son.
I'm no, 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 no. Okay, now
You
hold
couldn't
on, boy.
create a job for your son.
Hold
Your
on,
son
boy.
certainly, your son certainly could have been one of your Glam Squad members. He certainly could have been a part
Or
of your Glam
a
Squad because
gore,
the
a
Glam
gore,
Squad
a
didn't do a
gore, a
motherfucking
gore,
Was
thing.
that
a
shade?
gore, a
She came
gore,
out
a
there with an
gore,
orange. She came out there with an orange poncho and put a sunflower in her head.
Was that shade?
a gore.
That wasn't shade.
But she looked
And
nice. She
beauty
looked
store,
real good
a
tonight.
beauty store thing. That was probably somebody else's glam team. They probably let her borrow their glam.
Oh my God.
You see, but did you see
So you're
Lisa
saying
Renner
that's not
was
her glam squad?
Richie B? You see Lisa Renner broke ass up there with Erica trying to get her makeup and stuff done. She broke too. You know, she broke too. She trying to make it seem like she up there talking. Every time Erica get her makeup and stuff done, she's sitting up there trying to get the leftovers, using the
Diana
leftover
better watch
ponytails and
out.
shit, losing the leftover ponytails and shit like karma.
Not karma.
Y'all wrong. But I'm gonna tell you something. God, don't say nothing about Lisa Vanderpump. I love Lisa was on the show. I
I'm gonna
think
tell the
Kyle
truth.
did.
Lisa Vanderpump.
Lisa Vanderpump kept that goddamn show, baby. I loved her, baby.
No, it was all
Cal
about
did her
Camille's.
ass wrong.
Camille's
Cal
the
did her
queen.
ass
Did
wrong to
she?
the. Yes, she did too. Cal did her
She ain't no
ass
Camille.
wrong.
Lisa
No,
I
he
was
did
heard
her
the flip
manipulative.
wrong.
side. Did y'all hear
Lisa,
about this? Kyle
what?
just sold her house for $10 million. One of her houses,
Broke. It's
a
giving broke.
$2,500 square foot house in Aspen for $10 million. And she was talking about that house that she has in Mexico
Did
that
she
they
sell it to
just sold.
Sutton?
Hmm?
Did she sell it to Sutton?
No,
Are these
this is
her
another house.
houses or the agency's houses?
The
These are
agency,
these are their
child.
personal homes. $10 million just for one Colorado house.
Yeah,
So
Oh,
we
pretty
should
yeah.
much
say
she be like that, baby.
I feel like if
They
anybody
buying the
turned,
houses with the age. You right, Richie B. They buying the houses with the agency, and when she like one, she could tell Mauricio, "I like this one. Let's keep this one," and she's making it seem like they're her houses. But when let's not forget when the first season, uh, what's the man name? The bisexual man. His wife was using the sharp on him.
oh, Kelsey
Camille.
Grammer.
Camille was the one that had all the money,
Don't do Kelsey.
and Miss
No,
she
no,
Malou.
no, no.
did.
But since
She
the age,
did.
I
okay,
love
so
Frasier.
in
It's
all
a tax write off for Kyle and Mauricio. If they film in their house, they can write their shit off and sell it.
Yeah, y'all do. You
I've
right.
never seen a film in that house, but I will say that Mauricio has had some shady business dealings. Like
Yeah,
when he bought that home, that Portia's, what was it? The married man that Portia was dating had purchased a house with the government's money that he shouldn't have, some African country.
Who,
And
Simon?
then the house got seized. It was a house that they showed a few seasons ago. It was like huge in Malibu, $50 million. Mauricio said he couldn't sell the house. His business partner bought it for like 30 million, and then they quickly sold it for 50 million. But they had told the government that they were not able to sell the house. So that's why the government is suing Mauricio. That's the court case that nobody wants to talk about on the show. So when you say Kyle and them have money, I believe they've been doing shady business deals like
that's
this.
what I'm
Oh,
talking
most
about.
So
It's
That's
the
definitely.
what I'm talking about. Well,
agency. It's
nobody.
the agency. It's more agencies in LA than it is the agency buildings. It's
mhm.
more of them in LA than it is Walmart's.
Show
Really?
is.
They got one on every corner.
They sure
Damn.
do. You got that right.
Boy.
So you notice how like
Smoking,
with
what do they call it? Smoke
Kyle and
screens?
Lisa,
Mm-hmm.
So I
That's
believe
what
it.
I'm
I
talking
mean, when
about.
they say that
That's what
she's
I'm
worth
talking. That's
100
what I'm
million,
talking
I
about.
believe.
Back to Vanderpump, I feel like if anybody did Vanderpump wrong, it's Dorit. Because she brought her on this show and she turned on her so fast. Dorit is not to be trusted.
Mm-mm.
We with you right
Dorit.
there.
Yeah, I'm with you right there behind the baby.
Because we just, listen, don't nobody buy this robbery story. I just don't
No,
buy
I
it.
do.
no.
I believe it.
You
I
do,
believe it.
Lisa?
I do.
Lisa.
Yeah,
Tell me
because she's
why,
not.
baby.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yes.
tell you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you because number one, she's not a good actress. Okay, she's not a good actress. And I believe. I
And
really
that's
do.
why it's
Let
not
me
coming
tell.
through.
It showed.
Hold on.
Hold on, hold on.
Hold on. Let me tell you the reason why I said it because I
Mm-hmm.
remember she was on the phone and she was talking to Garcelle. She said, we just got back in today, and me and the kids is outside doing. I guess take kids go outside doing something. But
Karate.
yeah, karate or something like she said.
Hiya.
We just got back in. We just got. I'm trying to get the kids selling and everything like that. She said, okay then. So let me let you go, and she let her go. But I really do believe they was casing that house, and wasn't
Mm-hmm.
nobody
Mm-mm.
there. Wasn't nobody there.
Listen, can I
And
You
say
that
brought up a
something?
good point, but go ahead, boo.
They were supposed to be in London. She left a day early. PK probably sent them people in there to go in their house, but she came back early and shit just went. That's like you said on another thing, Gabor. Everybody, all the robbers will get people in one room, make sure there's no. What if
Mm-hmm.
one of them kids would have
Mm.
called the police and all of that? She would play with her kids. People say, "Oh, well, she wouldn't play with her kids like that." I believe that they would. How much money do they owe the government and business investors and everybody else?
And let's not forget, Lisa, because you said that they was outside doing karate. Don't forget that the teacher asked them what they was gonna do to the bad guys. What he was gonna do to the bad guys. That's what they asked him while they was doing karate,
So
and they were filming the night that they got robbed.
I mean, but
either
that's
to read
true.
some
That don't
bullshit,
mean.
bitch.
But that don't mean. I mean, to
Lisa,
me,
how about this? She said the robbers were black. In that still shot from the security footage, they were not black, and it was only two, not three people.
Mm-hmm.
And
well,
there
she
was no
probably
mention
thought
of
it
a
was
gun in the
three people.
police
I don't.
report.
I mean, to me, I remember. I do remember seeing on TV. Around about that time, they was robbing a lot of people houses in that area.
That
So
happens
That's
all
let's
the
the
time,
that's
baby.
the
That
perfect
happens all the
Nah.
time.
And people got
that's the
killed on those
perfect
when they
time
really robbed somebody's
to
house.
stage some shit.
Richie and Lisa, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think that housewives selling vibrators will get you to purchase one?
Mhm.
yeah, I think go pay
No,
purchase one.
You saw.
no.
So does this get? Does
It's
Oh,
this make you
actually
want to?
turning me off. I don't want to think about
I
Candy
actually
doing
looked for them
anything
too.
Well, you
sexual.
know,
Not Candy. Not Candy. Look.
Who?
who who that? Who that? I don't
Who
think
legs was
that
those?
Yeah.
Oh
Was that
my
Sharice's
is.
god.
What's
feet?
your way?
Them was
Oh
not
my
Sheree
God.
legs.
Was that her
That's
feet?
Sheree.
Sheree needs some. Sheree, is this
Them
a?
was not
Sheree,
Sheree legs.
How
That's
much did
is
she
Sheree.
your
get for
is
this?
your weight is your weight setting vibrators?
Bye,
No,
Sheree. You don't even give
this
that in
is
real
this
life.
is giving what
Them
Gabor
not
be
Okay.
Sheree
saying.
legs. I don't care what nobody say. Them was
That be
not
giving
Sheree
what Gabor be
legs.
saying.
Huh?
I said Sheree's giving what you be saying.
Show them
She got some,
legs again. Show them legs again. Start it over. Start it over. Because I thought that was count as Vaughn. Start it over.
not the
I don't like
contest.
Gigi.
This is
Them ain't
weird to
Sheree legs. I don't
me.
care what nobody
No,
say.
no, no.
That's
They look
Sheree.
like
Go
Shakana's
back.
legs.
Go back
That's
to the
Sheree right
calves.
there, but them wasn't Sheree legs that started off this commercial.
Look at the calves in the beginning.
Oh, that's so aggressive. So aggressive.
All right now.
Oh no.
I think she looks great, but I don't know why she's selling vibrators.
Compared to what?
What you mean? Listen,
Well, she got to pay
Sheree.
money. She
What do
got to
you
pay money.
mean you don't know why you don't know why she's selling
She got to
vibrators and
pay
she
for
was
that
with a prison?
house.
She was with a man that was in prison. She was accepting collect calls. She out here. She ain't no different than Black China. Than well, she lower than them. She one of them. She started off with the Instagram models. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? She was
I'm not
supposed to
gonna do
build that
that shit.
platform so her daughters could
Gabor,
be, huh?
do you think that Tyrone paid for that Chateau Sheree?
I think
no.
he paid
So
Yeah,
what is this,
for
man?
some
Like
of
to
it.
finish it?
that Gigi. That
Mm-hmm.
Gigi.
Gigi
I
I
know.
feel like
who?
he did.
Gigi
Gigi,
from
she.
Shaw's is selling vibrators too.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
They canceled her show
Gigi
too,
selling
so she need
vibrators.
money too.
I
And
saw
Portia,
I saw
Chroma.
something on
Well,
Hollywood
I
Unlocked
buy
the
a
other day.
vibrator. I mean, I
I
ain't against
seen
nobody. Shit.
these
If it's
these
good.
commercials are getting out of line. I saw something on Hollywood Unlocked the other day. A woman had her lips. You could see
What
her
you mean
lips,
chasing
and she was
leaves?
shaving it. She had something on her. She put the stuff on her lips, and she was shaving. And the only thing that it just had a little piece of cloth laying in the middle, so you couldn't see the middle of it, but you could see the edges of her lips
I think it's too much.
on
It's
Hollywood
too much.
Unlocked.
I just
It's
think
too
it's real
much.
funny that all these people made fun of Candy, but they are advertising for somebody else. Candy was selling her own products. All these people are making what, $5,000 to make your own commercial? It looks crazy.
But
I
it's still
mean,
creepy, like regardless.
yeah. I mean, I might go buy them. I might go give me a vibrator too. Shit.
See, look at Janelle. Janelle said she saw it too. I was like, "What is going on?" I'm serious. It was on Hollywood Unlocked. It was somebody they was selling some type of like nair, and they had the lips on there, and it was like a piece of cloth in the middle. You could literally see this woman's vagina,
Oh,
and
Okay.
vulva.
yes,
That's why they did it. And that's why they did it on the internet. You can't put it on TV. You know what I'm saying?
So with the REIT, either she was
The
in
Reek
on it
said
or
she
PK
did.
kind of just did it all on his own and kind of put
Yeah.
her in
That
there.
was that
It's
was
one of the
somebody.
two.
That was
the
another.
read ain't gonna make me believe. The read is overplaying it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She was at
But
Kyle house. The dogs was barking. Oh my God, Kyle, go out there, girl. You don't took your ass way to Mexico, and you still think people are outside your room. Girl, give
At
me
the
a
very
break.
least, I could
You don't
give
took your
her
ass way to Mexico, so you just ain't safe nowhere now.
at the
Well, at
very least I can
least
give her she didn't know PK did the shit called her and said, "Hey, we about to do this for TV," and then she fell into it. But that's at the very least either that or she was in on it altogether. But I don't believe it was real.
She was into it all together.
At least
It
she's
just,
trying
I'm
to put
telling
it.
you, if something like that happened to me, I wouldn't want to talk. Listen, we on episode 6 or 7,
Right.
but you have to remember this was weeks ago for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. I don't want to hear about this every time we talk about you.
But if that happened to you and then your husband was like, "Hey, Gabor, this is for the camera. We all good. Just act on it." Wouldn't you continue to act and draw it out for more episodes?
I don't want to look like no lick. I don't want to look like no lick.
But the articles are just coming out that you're about to lose your job because that's what was happening.
Oh, of course they did that. They did that for sure.
How much you think Dorit makes? At least like what, 500 now?
Yeah, they don't make as much as the Atlanta girls was making.
I mean, so you know, I mean that's how I believe, but
ain't it based on appearance?
Yeah, I think they get paid per episode.
But those, but what? Yeah, and what happened to Cherie Bachelet? What happened to that fashion?
Ray.
What happened to Cherie Bachelet? She always, then she kind of shade. Drew talking about. You better believe when she Bachelet happened. The website gonna be working, babe. You can get the fashions up there first.
Oh,
child,
right.
I'm Team Drew and Ralph.
You think Drew and Ralph?
Lisa,
yeah,
when is your hula hoop line coming out?
I don't got no hula hoop line, but I need to make one that make y'all say it though, honey.
A hula hoop dildo.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. I do that too if I think I make some money off of it. Okay,
see, Lisa, you gotta stop telling us all your business. You gotta stop telling us all your business. Now we know why your landlord be bringing you food.
Mm-hmm. And we know Candy watch Mem, so Candy might be looking like, oh, a hula hoop dildo.
That's okay, baby. But Candy, if you make that, I want my 10%. Okay.
Oh, all right.
All right, y'all.
I'd always say this right here. If you got skills, you know how to use them, okay? You know how to use them for your own man. Don't be no and I always say this to every other girl. Don't be the second class girl. Be the first class girl. Get the ring on your finger. Make sure because alimony is the guarantee. If you want to get a brand new model, he still got to pay for that goddamn old model. Baby doll. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something, baby. Suzanne Sugarbaker, baby. Suzanne Sugarbaker from Designer Women. That's what she said, baby. She told the prostitute.
I'm done with Marlo, y'all. I think
Me too. Me too. Marlo is trash.
I was trying. I used to love her, but first of all, I'm from Philly, bitch. How dare you, a gutter snipe called Philly dirty? Like, I take offense to that.
Bootleg Phaedra and Portia.
And she was talking about Jamaica too. Like they only got dirt roads.
Is she trying to like pick up where Nene left, or pick up her beefs like with Kenya and Kenya and Candy? Because Nene hated Candy. What is her thing against Candy?
She was upset.
She's trying to save the show. I think that's Marlo thinks she's trying to.
I don't think that she's trying to change. I don't think that she. I agree to that to a certain degree, but I think that Marlo is very jealous. She wants these girls to help her. Remember how when what's it called? Damn, that ruined her event when she brought the marching band in there. You know, so you have to remember that when she had that thing at her house, she probably didn't even know she was getting a peach yet. You know what I'm saying? She probably didn't know she was getting a peach, and she invited Kenya over there, and it's like nobody showed up, but you only invited 2 people. And why would Sheree want to hear some shit from a single bitches?
The same thing she's accused.
Why does she want to hear something from single bitches? She want to hear from somebody that got a. Why would Sheree want to hear from Kenya, who man trying to take her money, and Marlo who's selling her pussy?
But not only that, she's accusing Sanya of clout chasing, but you cherry picked the people you wanted to be at your house, Kenya and whoever else. Like you doing the same thing Sanya was doing.
You can't fit too many people.
No, you can't sit. No.
She can't fit too many people in that house.
Hold on. Let's get this right. What she said was now, and I agree with this. She said, like she said, Candace, Sonya, and Junior always had husband. She was talking about the one in the group who was not married. That's her, Kenya, and Shuey.
But
And
what
then
I'm
So the
they
saying
boy
though,
got
is
Lisa,
saying he's saying
yeah,
why would she want to sit around a bunch of single girls? They can't tell her how to keep a man because they can't get one. She should want to talk to the married girls.
exactly.
Right.
well, that's
It
true. Now
just
you
makes
got that right, baby.
that
She need to
opinion.
tell her. Well, she can't tell them. But I'm gonna tell you something, baby. Dog. Those
Mm.
three women, they
Baby
can't tell them
doll.
how to do those skills so they can
Well, you can
get
tell
their
her.
husband.
You damn sure can tell her how to get the landlord to bring you some food. You could have told Sheree that.
You a Ooh, I'm gonna
Um,
get you. Don't
Mm-hmm.
do that
I
shit.
think
Don't
there
You
do
was
what they
said that
doing.
I think there
that
was more to it. I think that
No,
Marlo is trying to couple herself with the Candies and the Kenyas. So if you can get scenes with group where Marlo's included and get scenes where Marlo's with the other girls, it gets her more
Hey,
camera
Kobe.
time. There's a
Mhm.
reason
Okay.
behind her trying to do this with Sheree and Kenya and this with Candy. It's because she wants to become the star of the show.
Also, I think that she was upset that when she went to this event that Sanya had. Let's be clear, and we can I make fun of
The
Sanya
event.
having 4 gold medals. 3 of them was relays, but she is an Olympic gold medalist, right? So I think that she felt a certain type of way when she came over there and she saw. Not only did she have Candy there, Mama Joyce was there, Kingy them. They all showed up for this Olympic star stuff. But I've been knowing these girls for years, and they didn't come to my shit.
Right. Right.
Marlo
So
is the
she,
star.
So that was like a raw reaction from her, like, "Oh, y'all can all come to
Sierra,
this."
if you say that, I
yeah,
believe you.
yeah, that's
yeah, but that's
exactly.
okay. She keep on messing around. She gonna take a picture away. We're gonna take a picture away.
It's
So
down
we
to me. I just feel like it's nasty. It's nasty. It's just too. What's good, Dion? It's just too much for what's going on. It didn't require all that,
no, it
and
didn't.
it's giving manufactured beef, and that's what makes people not want to like this stuff that's going over here with Crystal and Sutton. Them, I really believe this stuff is happening. We could tell it's not manufactured because we can't even get to the bottom of it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Everybody
like
feel they in the right.
Candy's
Hmm.
demeanor this season is really manufactured. I've never seen her
She
say.
is turned up. She is turned.
The only thing I can
Mm.
think of is Candy filmed her confessionals after she found out what Marlo was saying about her. And that would give some credence as to why she's saying vile things about Marlo, because she already knew what Marlo had done to her.
What did she say that was all about Marlo?
She was saying something about the old white men that she dates. That's not even in Candy's repertoire. She doesn't talk like
Yes,
that.
it is. She always
She's been
coming at
saying
Marlo
that
for
when it
being
came
a
to
hoe,
Not
Marlo.
in
and
the
that's what I'm
confessional.
saying. But just she's always making
I
comments about Marlo
Where
being
She
a
she
called her
hoe
hoe
or
at the
escort
reunion.
I think
all
that
the
when
time.
Candy.
she okay, I'm gonna tell you like this on here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now Marlo, she got skills, you know what I'm saying? She took
She
that
like
white
this
man
right
money
here.
because the white man left her money in his will for her, you know what I'm saying? She probably put some skills on, he probably died on
We
top
know
of
that
it,
for a
okay?
fact.
Yeah,
I
where did
don't
That's
you
know,
what
get
I'm
just
that from,
saying.
Lisa?
allegedly.
We don't
Allegedly.
know where
We said
Marlo's money come
allegedly.
from.
I believe that what
Nobody
happened.
has
That
come out and said this is how
word on the street,
Marlo. That's
the
word on the
word
street,
on
but
the
no one
street,
has confirmed how Marlo has ever gotten any of her money.
well,
So the
the
fact that they
word
Let
keep
Kelly
y'all
tell
just
it. It was the
assuming that
lottery.
it is,
well,
or
the
you listening
word
to
on the
Candy,
street.
Mama Joyce and them, the Candy Factory is the word on the street. Y'all just taking what she said. Y'all don't know where Marlo gets her money from.
I'm about
The
to fight
word,
You just
I'm
her.
gonna say the
assuming.
word
You
on
getting
the
on my
street,
nerves.
baby. I'm gonna say
Well,
the
Kenya
word on the
said she
street
had a
is that
square reader between her legs.
who? So
So
what
on
name?
one
Kenya.
hand, they say all this stuff about
Kenya said
Marlo,
that
but when
shit.
Marlo said
A
something
pot
bad,
calling the kettle
I'm gonna
black.
give Marlo this one thing. They all come at Marlo for being a hoe, but when she said something bad that's so devastating to them, that's the part that I don't get. They
But how
slut
you
shame
know?
her
But that's what I'm
all
talking
the
about. But how
time.
you know? But how you know that Cannon mess around with everybody in Atlanta?
Cause she in Atlanta. But my
How
this is
you
the
know?
thing
Who
for
said that
me.
She's
though?
a
For
friend.
me, I
Who
don't
Candy
ever
said it?
really.
Candy
Who
Besides the
said
said it?
it.
first season, besides the first
All we
season that
know,
Marlo
only
came on the.
person we know, only
Hold
person
on,
we
Lisa.
know.
Hold on, Lisa. But for me, I don't remember why. I mean, for except for Marlo first season, I don't remember Candy ever really calling Marlo no hoe. So Mims is
Yes,
right.
yes.
That's not even in her repertoire. But what I do see this season is they trying to make Candy like a Nene. She's the one with the quick reads and stuff and the confessionals and stuff, and it's not falling. It's not. It's giving whack. It's giving whack for Candy, and I like her, but I think that she thinks she reading and stuff, but it ain't. We seeing a different side of Candy this season.
definitely a different side, but she has never fallen
Trying
for
because
Marlo from
she
day one.
is a attention whore.
Who is?
Who?
The dog.
She really
Princessa?
look. Let me tell you, she really is.
She's
And
an
like,
That's
attention.
okay. Leave
it
the
it
poo
fucks
alone.
up
Leave
my
that poo
sleeping.
alone. Leave
Because
that
when I
poo.
sleep,
Tell him
she
the
just puts
poo
her face
poo.
to my face and looks at me all night. And if I don't do anything, she starts whining like you are here. Like if I don't touch her, she'll start whining.
You let your dog kiss you in the face?
No, she's no. She doesn't even like to lick. She just wants to look at me. So I'll be waking up to her face right in front of my face, and I'm staring at her. She's staring at me. Get off
That's
me.
okay about that poo poo.
That
Leave
dog
that
will be
baby.
splatting on the top of that wall, in my face like that while I'm asleep.
Man, let me tell you,
No,
I
you
can't even.
don't. If you love your pet,
I've
I'm
been
gonna
going
tell
to
you
work
something.
late and
I'm gonna
shit.
tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. Escargot. I miss my Leo. My Leo
Escargot.
died last year. I did. I miss my dog. I miss my
I'm not
dog
French.
Leo. I miss my dog Leo so bad. That was my
Escargot.
companion. That was my boo, and that's why I said, "Oh, look at him." I said, "Look at the doggy." I mean, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm a
See, but I
dog
got a little,
girl.
I got a little Yorkie. He's about 10 years old, but he don't ever act like
Kobe
that.
ain't no good. Kobe ain't no good. Kobe say Candy even have a 70s whole name.
Yeah, it isn't true.
Wow.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
He
okay,
wrong.
y'all.
Y'all need to bag about my girl Cand, okay? I
She
mean,
need to
I
back
don't.
up off herself. Like
She
she
ain't
she
did
does it to
nothing.
herself.
She
She
need to
do it to
back off
No,
off
she
all
herself.
ain't.
them
She ain't
vibrating
did nothing.
things.
She just telling the truth.
Hey, Red
If
Label.
you used to be, if you used to be there, you used to be there, okay?
For
And
someone who
Marlo
was
can't
so
talk to
hurt about
nobody.
these sexual allegations that Portia did, she is always bringing sex to the table, and it's perverted to me. Like,
It
why do you
and
want?
Richie, did you see the clip from the next episode where she was getting offended? They can't. I don't believe them. Them ain't charade legs, y'all.
Mm-mm. It's giving
I think that she
Sultana.
did something to this video memes because
It's
I
giving
don't
No.
believe.
Sultana.
I don't believe them charade legs. I think them look like Countess Vaughn. I really
It
thought
don't
that
even
was
look like
Countess
Shekinah
Vaughn.
Joe.
it don't
This
even
But
is
look like the
all
what?
same
charade.
robe. The bottom of the robe is different.
Football
That looks
head
like a
ass.
cotton robe. The
Yeah,
bottom of the
started
robe
over
is white.
memes.
Started over. That's a different robe.
All right now, and
That ain't Ray
she's
Ray. That ain't
selling.
Ray
Watch
Ray.
it.
No, that's
Started
not Ray
over.
Ray. That's not
Look at
Ray
the
Ray.
bottom of the robe. Look at the
That
bottom of
ain't
that
Ray
robe.
Ray. That ain't Ray
That
Ray.
is
You see the white
charade.
part? That's a cotton robe. That's satin.
That's a towel she had on.
Why she rubbing her ass
Let
again?
me
Look
look
at
at the
her.
toenails. Let me look at the toenails.
This is knuckles. It's all about the
Yeah, we're gonna look
knuckles.
at the toenail. We're gonna see this true now. Come on, Sheree, show the toenail, baby. Then we'll know it's true or not. Come on. And
Oh, we
they
can't
ain't
see the
shit. You can't
toenails.
show the
She
toenail,
know
baby.
better.
But baby,
Oh,
if
there you
you
go.
selling it, but if
No, I
you
don't believe
selling
them Ray
them
Ray
things,
legs now. I'm sorry.
no, they don't look
But
like that.
what?
They don't look like Chewy by Sheree.
While we on
I
You
forgot
legs,
what I was
we
about
got
to
you
say.
bring up
That walk, oh my goodness. It was diabolical.
she feel like she got a dick up her ass. So what you want? Like, girl, don't nobody
What
walk
were you
like that,
saying,
Kyle.
Gamora? I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I forgot. I forgot.
I'm for
I'm
real.
trying to think
Don't
what I was
don't
saying.
don't Kyle look like she got a dick up her ass when she walking through the door?
Lisa, I think you need. Lisa has a channel.
Lisa
I
has been
think she
getting.
needs to do
Lisa
like an
been giving
after
me
dark.
real Zane vibes lately, haven't she?
Yes.
Every time she
Tell us.
talk about something, it's about a dick and doing a hula hoop and all
I'm
everything, girl.
I'm
Very
All
just
Did you hear
saying
right.
about
Scorpio.
that
when
story
she
with you and
when
your
she
ex that y'all went to go hang out with his girlfriend? I want to hear more about that.
Oh,
oh we
when
can
he
talk
got
about that.
shot.
I want to hear about the
Yeah,
other man.
Well,
he
man,
got
he was
stabbed or
about
something.
yeah, he got stabbed. He got
I
stabbed.
got my whole life on that live. I'm telling you, I was screaming. I couldn't.
But I was asking Richie, did you see the clip for next episode when Kenya was saying that she was uncomfortable with the vibrators and stuff, and how
Yes, I
Candy was
did.
all offended and bringing up that she was in Twa and all of this other
Wait
type
a
of
minute,
stuff,
Richie. You
huh?
know
Yes,
Avatar?
yes.
You
With
got the Wendy Williams
Chanel.
Avatar, right?
Do I know? I got Chanel Ayan as an Abby.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out who you're in the comment. I love your comments.
Who,
It
me?
just took me a minute to realize. Oh, Richie B from the comments. Okay, I love your
Oh yeah,
comments.
it's purple. It's purple.
And now, and see, and Naomi, I seen her on the White True Crime podcast YouTube. So I said, that's where she gets her conspiracies from. She be
Naomi
watching true
Singh.
crime. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
When I be seeing people outside of the black sector, that should be funny to me.
Naomi is hilarious. How that Naomi say that Trayvon Martin daddy is a
Lisa hair
billionaire,
is.
and
You see Lisa swing her hair.
I say,
Shut up.
Lord have mercy.
Wow.
Y'all, okay, it's been real. I enjoyed everybody. Thank you guys for
We
coming
ending
up.
it. Ain't nobody said nothing about Dubai. So why you want to
I
end it
wasn't
now?
last. Can we get into Dubai? Or
No,
can you go ahead?
Mill spent some time in Dubai.
Yes, he
And
is.
so the
Yes, he
last time
has.
me, him, and Escar Marty was on, Escar Marty asked him how long he stayed in Dubai, and he said a month, and he tried to get off line, but nobody said nothing. I thought that we was gonna have fun. Okay.
Sometimes my business ain't your business.
Oh, okay.
So don't be asking me that what I'm doing. Could I have my business to myself sometime?
I didn't ask you what you was doing. I didn't ask you what you was doing.
They say Mims was a personal
Tell
trainer
him,
in
baby.
Dubai.
Tell him, baby.
They
Tell
said
him,
Mims was a
baby.
personal trainer in Dubai.
That's what he was
Tell
doing.
him,
Oh,
baby.
Kwame
Tell
say
him.
off topic, but why is Diana uncomfortable about her book? So y'all mean to tell me that Lisa Rinna, and see, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. I'm just, black women don't get a chance to do stuff like this. So Lisa Rinna done posed in Playboy twice, both of them showing her hairy puss. One time she was pregnant and showing her puss. And not only did she pose butt naked for Playboy, she posed butt naked over here in Diana book too.
Yes, she did, baby.
And
You
it
look
was
good. I
about
saw the picture.
international strippers and a high class escorts. That's why she didn't want to talk about it.
That's what
Oh,
was
baby, I
alleged.
gotta
But
see
the
the
person that
book.
alleged it, I did a little research. That's what it was alleged because the topic of the book was like what goes on in this presidential suite in Beverly Hills. They were actually showing pictures where they thought that this woman Diana was with Jeffrey Epstein and Trump and all that, but it turned out not to be her. So whatever the sexual stuff in this book had people. Plus, already she is kind of like a mail order kind of bride situation. Um, let me
Everybody's
pull
on
it
that
up.
island.
$300 on Amazon.
300 for a book,
Girl.
girl.
Fuck
Y'all
that.
have never had me paying for Lisa Rinna to get a Glam squad.
Lisa probably did that for free.
I need to go
Can
buy
we talk about
Garcelle's book.
Dubai real quick, y'all?
I haven't watched. I watched
didn't-
like
I didn't
I
watch
couldn't get past the first episode. Is Lisa doing good over there?
Lisa and Chanel, the girls are starting to turn on them.
Chanel should
Caroline,
be
the
on
white
Beverly
Caroline,
Hills.
is so mean. She should. It's so mean to Chanel. I don't understand why. She's like
They
going out
just
of her
don't
way.
click.
No,
They just
she's
don't
going out
click.
of her way not to invite her to her public dry ass parties, and she really thinks she's that girl just because she was on Ladies of London, but it's not translating over here with these beautiful brown and black women, and then you just have you. You're not as fab and glamorous as you think you are.
They need
Miss
to do an
Girl, sit
exchange
down.
student thing and switch Garcelle with Chanel. I want Chanel in Beverly Hills, and Garcelle
Well, we
can
could
be
just
in
cancel
Dubai.
Garcelle. She wouldn't fit in Dubai either.
I mean,
Yeah,
y'all
she
need
just.
to stop talking about
I
them.
really don't see it. I
No.
don't see it for. I don't. I feel like
Garcelle,
they're.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
Garcelle would fit more in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Maybe
Yeah.
Potomac.
We already got rid of one Cynthia.
Probably like Potomac. I can see Garcelle. I like Chanel Iman too, or whatever her name is. She
I
grew on
love
me.
her.
Yeah, I like
She needs to
all
be on
of
Beverly
them. I
Hills.
really
She would have
do.
got them girls together.
Give her a chance, Gabor. Give her a chance,
Who?
Chanel.
He doesn't
Oh,
really
I'm gonna
watch
have
the
to
show.
watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I mean, I got Peacock, so I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
Try to watch
They
it.
said we back on Garcelle. It wasn't me. It was Richie and Gabor.
It
I
It
was
was
don't
not.
root for Garcelle
It was
at
me.
all. I don't.
Thank you. It was Esco Marty. Y'all trying to
was me.
see? Look, y'all changing history.
It's okay. It wasn't Gabor this time, but every other fucking
This
Like I said,
time,
I'm just saying.
this is a Beverly Hills review. Esco Marty, what are you talking about? She is a part of the show. Can we bring her up?
Gabor,
I
if
mean,
go
she
to-
came.
Just
Look,
saying.
They gave
If I
her a
had
standing
time,
ovation. They gave her 2 standing ovations tonight for
I
nothing.
will
She put a
download all
tear
your
down.
videos and make a compilation of every time you mention Garcelle, and that shit will be like 3 hours long.
It's like, oh, the
So
poor black
5
girl
videos.
bought an investment, a little investment
exactly, that's what
check.
I'm
Not the
saying,
poor
Richie B.
black girl.
What
That's
is
what I don't
that?
like. That's what
Like,
I
what
don't.
is
That's
that?
is
It's
what they
so,
do to her that I don't like and I don't respect
and she
because she
loves
raised her
it.
paddle. Ever since she raised her paddle and she didn't pay her $5,000, they treat her like the
It's
black
been a
broke
good
bitch.
live,
That's how they
man.
treat her. That's how they
And
treat
she
her.
love it.
And
She
when she
love
said
it.
that
I'll see
she
you on the
didn't
next
even want to
show.
get excited over the home because she knew she didn't even want to get excited
I got on
to
my
the home when
Gucci
she talked
shorts,
about it to the
just for the
girls.
occasion.
She was like, "It's just a little something. It's not too much, girl.
Oh my
Be proud of your
Yes.
little home. Be
Yes.
proud of it, but don't
And
even
it
tell them
be,
about it if you're not gonna be proud. It's just a little something.
I
They have to
did.
hype her up. Well, girl, you did it yourself. You did it yourself, and
I
you
ain't mean
know.
but
to,
that,
Sin
but
City. I'm
but the
sorry.
boy, that might be a little bit of cat, because she was like, oh, my beach home. Didn't she say it like that though?
She
That's
said
And
hilarious.
little. It's
Dorit was
just
like,
little.
oh, excuse me, beach home, what?
Yeah, you gotta look at you coming up with these Bravo checks. That's what they were saying. Girl, look at you coming up in the world.
I mean,
Is that
let me
heater
say it like
working
this.
though? Is that heater
Oh
working?
my god.
I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all like this, honey. Okay, because this is what I'm saying like that. I'm not gonna cancel out my girl Garcia because I like her. Because I'm gonna say, I'm gonna tell you everybody else,
Thank
don't sleep
you.
on her because Garcia was in Playboy, and I kept telling her, go didn't believe me.
Child, people
Go
didn't even
didn't
know.
believe me.
People didn't even know. People didn't
I
even know
didn't
that
I
girl was in
know.
knew,
play.
I
I didn't
knew,
know.
I knew.
I
I
didn't
told you.
know.
You remember?
I
It
know
must
you
have.
told me, but that's what I'm
Yes,
saying. When you pose for Playboy,
Richie, you started that shit.
Everybody knows Stacey Dash showed her pussy in Playboy. Everybody know. You know
Oh,
what
It
I'm
that
must
was
have
saying?
been
But
an
no,
ad
everybody
for
Wait,
didn't
she
know.
went
Playboy.
full
And
frontal?
baby dog, I'm gonna
yes,
tell
she
y'all something.
did.
It was
I'm gonna tell
amazing.
y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all something, baby dog.
Not
Hugh Hefner, this don't
amazing.
put anybody in his
Mm-hmm.
magazine, okay? Because
Who?
they take, but Hugh Hefner
It
don't
must
play
have
no
been
anybody
lackluster
because he
because
did. Because baby,
I
I'm gonna
still haven't
listen,
even seen
listen to
anything
y'all. I'm
about
gonna
it.
listen to you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna tell
I
you,
still
baby
haven't
dog.
seen the pictures. I still
What?
haven't seen them.
What?
Garcelle. It must have been
She looked
lackluster.
great.
I haven't seen anything
It
She
was
about
looked
it.
great.
real. I believe. I don't know. When I saw it, it gave real "Make America Great Again." That's what it gave me when I looked at it. I thought I saw. Did
Not
was she draped in
January
the?
6th,
I
bitch.
thought that she was.
That's
Was
what
she draped in an
you're
American flag?
hating. Who are you
You said she
hating?
was looking like January 6th.
Let me
Why are
No,
you
it.
hating?
That's
Why
what
are
I
you
believe that
hating?
I thought she had an American flag when I looked at the picture.
No,
I
you
am not pulling that
she
up.
no,
Look it
Mm-mm.
up. No, pull it up.
Pull
You ain't
it
got to
up.
show
Pull it
it. Let me
up.
look. Let me Google it again. I believe it was giving me real "Make America Great." Let me look again.
well,
It ain't nothing
girl,
wrong with "Make
it's
America
not
Great Again." I'm
hating.
just saying that's the vibe that it
Nah,
gave
it was
me. The
giving
Girl,
cover.
you
Rally.
is girl, you is hating, okay?
I'm
Thank
hating on
you.
Listen,
Thank you.
Yes,
Garcelle.
you are.
I
You are
didn't
Thank
hating.
see
you.
I'm
anybody
letting you know
commit.
you are
The
Child.
hating,
sooner you
Lisa,
admit it,
okay?
the better you can
Oh
Lisa,
be.
wow! I
Lisa.
didn't realize that this was not that long ago. She did it when she was 40.
That's even
Yeah.
worse. Like, you just did it and we still ain't see it.
Well, nobody
It was
is into Playboy
everywhere.
like
What
that.
was
Oh no, it
Nobody into
y'all?
wasn't no
Playboy like
flag. It
that.
wasn't no flag. It's because it was white. The cover was white. It had blue
Playboy died
Playboy.
when
The
the internet
Playboy was blue
happened.
and the writing was red on it.
I didn't think anyone could make the real any more duller
I'm
than
just
it was.
Oh my
baby,
God, child,
I'm
baby. When they brought her
tired.
over there,
Okay,
they said, let's cancel it.
I'm
he's
telling y'all, okay, I'm man, don't escargot, I'm with you.
I'm not French.
I can't get your name down
I
right,
know,
okay?
but that's gonna
I got a
stick.
speech problem, okay?
I
Let's
can't.
I
take it,
like it
okay?
though.
If I
It's
call you some
okay,
French
girl.
words,
You
Listen,
good,
you
boo. We know what you
escargot.
mean.
It's an
yeah.
H.
But I'm
Escargot.
with you, baby. I am with you, okay? I'm with you when
Hmm.
it comes to my girl
We
Garcelle,
are
What do
okay?
the
applauding
S
And
stand
I
for?
don't
Garcelle
S
want
for
for
breaking the
Marty?
steps.
My first
Sean?
name,
Escamati. Okay, that's
Oh.
what it is.
What?
Escamati. Okay, I got
Stefan.
it. I thought it was
Mm.
escargot or something like that, but you said escamati. Okay, I got it.
It's escargot now.
Is escargot? Okay, baby. If you
Hmm.
want to be there, I'll call you that too, baby. Let me know what you're
Call
gonna
me
answer to,
that.
baby dog. Just don't get mad and start chucking at
Oh, I'm
my
not gonna.
ass, okay?
I can get mad
I'm
at
We're
you.
nervous.
not gonna get mad.
Sure.
I
But
can
yeah,
get
it
mad at
didn't
you.
nobody. But that's what I'm saying, Lisa. We gotta be real. If we gonna see, that's how I like Richie up here because she telling the truth, and we don't agree on everything. But I mean, I just feel like that the cover wasn't given. Nobody knew that she posed.
She
Nobody
did
knew that she
too. It
posed.
was
It
there.
wasn't.
It was on
But it
E
wasn't the talk of the
magazine.
town. It wasn't the talk of the
Mm-mm.
Did it
town.
have to be? Did it have to be?
Yes,
Yes,
when
It's
you
on
post for
top.
yes.
Playboy,
Especially
if
a black
Baby,
Beyonce,
it
woman,
was
yes.
too. It was
When's
yes,
the
on
if
E
last
she
time?
News.
if she was
It
on
was on E
Iconic Beauty,
News.
everybody wanted to know.
It was on E
If
News. It was on
Kenya
the
would have
internet. It
posed
was
for
on
Playboy, we
Facebook.
would have heard all about it.
Okay,
It
Faye
was on
Resnick
Facebook.
went on Playboy and spread it eagle. illegal.
And it was
The
on
morally
Twitter. It was
corrupt
on Twitter.
Faye
It was
The
Resnick.
saying, well,
morally
I
corrupt.
don't know why y'all
The
sleeping
morally
on my
corrupt
girl.
Faye Resnick, yes,
I love,
boy.
Camille. I love Camille so much. Oh, she
But
needs.
what I'm saying was Garcelle got naked and still nobody cared. That's what I'm saying.
Good boy,
That's
that's saying
basically.
you're dark. That's saying what you said was real
Oh, so
dark.
y'all trying to call me back because I'm dark skinned? Okay. So y'all being racist, y'all being colorist. Okay. To be real, I didn't know she posed and took a boy's flag. So I see Dion kick. That's what I'm saying. She done posed and nobody even cared, y'all. It was another Tuesday.
Poor Garcelle.
Man, we're not gonna do this shit.
It was,
Man, y'all
and
just,
somebody
I
those
mean,
a fact.
Nobody
Those are
cared. When's the
facts.
last time anybody cared about Playboy?
Listen, if you
what? What you talking about? Oh, no.
Since
Lisa
Man, you
four.
talking about
Richards,
that? No. Let me tell you something. Don't do that.
I'm like,
Don't do
I'm
that,
just
boo.
speaking for
Don't
Don't
do
do
men.
that,
that.
baby doll.
Don't sleep.
Listen,
Don't
listen.
sleep
I'm just
on.
speaking
Don't
as a
sleep on
man.
Playboy. Don't sleep on
We ain't,
Playboy, baby. Don't
we ain't
sleep on
reading Playboy
Playboy.
no more.
I'm gonna tell you
We're
something.
downloading
I'm gonna tell
Pornhub.
you something, baby doll. When it was a lot of people being out there being racist and stuff, Hugh Hefner was not being racist, baby doll. Okay, he had
in
Abercrombie. He had
2000, but y'all saying 2007, it was in 2007, like Lisa Rinna didn't post for Playboy before that. And
Nobody
So,
cared
Faith
about.
so
Reddings plays for
what? We
Playboy
ain't
in
talking
the
about Lisa
90s.
Winter. We talking about
But
Garcelle.
what I'm
Okay,
saying is
we
nobody
talking about
cared. What I'm
Garcelle.
saying is nobody cared.
2007, there was an internet. There was MySpace. Nobody cared about Playboy.
Mhm.
Garcelle is just being used by these women,
Oh Lord.
even like to
Oh my
come at.
goodness.
Now she's like coming at. I feel like she's doing it dirty. You better watch out for your girlfriend. Like they coming at
Yeah.
Crystal. Kyle and them want to come at Crystal so bad. They all corroborating the story with her friends. They got Garcelle being a mouthpiece, and she wants to be, buck up sometimes at the wrong times. But it's so obvious. Y'all don't see it.
I
Like
see
No,
it. I
I
see
see
it.
it.
I'm
Black
talking
Twitter
about
wasn't here for
them.
Crystal, so Garcelle ain't gonna be here for Crystal.
But that ain't
No, she's
right.
not.
That ain't right if that's your friend. Listen, Crystal, you can say what you want to say about Crystal. Crystal held Garcelle down last year. They was
No,
getting
she
ready to get to drag
no, she
her
did not.
about raising
Crystal
their paddle. They was about to get ready to drag her about raising their paddle, not
at the
paying the money.
reunion. At the
And
reunion.
Crystal held her down there when them
At the
girls were talking
reunion.
about her at the house.
And she
And for
holding
During
Sutton
Garcelle
down
too.
right now.
Cover. And she did not pay that bill, and she was
but
broke.
during the show, Crystal was Team Erica the whole entire time. She was on Erica's
No, you
as
think so?
When
last season. Yes, last season.
You said Crystal
Garcelle
was
was
No.
Erica.
wrong though.
I
Garcelle
said
was
Crystal.
wrong.
Crystal
Who?
was
Wait, hold
all
on.
up
Who
for
was
them
on?
girls.
How you
Who?
feel that? How you feel Crystal was Team Erica?
Crystal was the
Crystal.
one who told. She approached Erica and was like, "Don't you feel
At the
bad?"
at the reunion. It
I
wasn't
feel
until
like
after
she
the
been like
reunion,
low
after
key
she
coming for
seen
Erica
the
though.
reception. But during the show, while she was filming her first season, she was with them girls.
I
Hmm.
think she
And
was.
then
I
She
when
feel
the
was
like she
with.
was
reunion
So
happened,
what
quiet.
happened was
and she
Erica was.
saw that nobody was feeling that, so in the reunion she flipped. And now this season she flipped. But that's because she saw the reception, that she was getting her first
I
season.
feel like Crystal always been making slick little comments about the thing with the airline with
Crystal
Erica.
switched up, and I can't believe y'all don't see that shit.
What did she? You got to explain to me what she switched up again. I
Yeah.
mean, was Garcelle and Erica
What
beefing
exactly
last
was she?
season?
No, I'm talking about with Sutton and Erica, right?
What happened
So
Mhm.
last? Okay,
last season it was like Sutton and Garcelle versus them. Wasn't it like that
Mhm.
most of the season?
Sutton and
Yeah.
Garcelle versus them. Who is
Them.
them?
And Sutton is
Everybody.
using
Lisa,
Garcelle
Crystal,
too.
Okay,
Erica,
everybody.
Sutton.
Marie.
We'll
Okay.
get back to that. Sutton using Garcelle too. We'll get back to that.
Now
Yep,
what
she
happened
showed
was
you.
Crystal was all up on Erica. She was all up on Erica last season
I wouldn't
until
say
the
all up on
reunion.
her.
Now when the reunion happened, she saw that on the Twitter she was not popular at all. So she switched it up on the reunion and she switched it up this season, just like
I
Garcelle.
disagree. I thought that she was popular. I thought that last season. I believe that Crystal was cool with
Within the
everybody.
clique,
I
because
think that.
Kathy was having her back the whole time.
Yeah, I believe that
Because
she was
Kathy
cool
had
with
to keep
everybody
up.
last season. I
No,
believe
she
that
was
she was
doing
cool with
that.
everybody last season
She
except
was doing
for
that
Sutton.
silent mess.
Yeah, because I can't wait to Kathy come on, baby doll. That's what I can't wait.
I'm ready for Cherie. I'm ready for Cherie.
Do you think
And
she's
see
gonna
if she
bring?
gonna bring.
You think Cherie's gonna bring it?
No,
I
I think
Yes.
it's
do.
gonna be.
She
I
gonna
hope
bring
You
I
it.
just
so.
mean,
want. You
I
just
know
So we
she's
can
Kathy
gonna
get
gonna
bring
rid
it
of
bring
more
it.
than
Garcelle. I
Garcelle.
hope
I
so.
know
You
that she
know,
got a lot of fire under her because she said that she called Jada Pinkett to talk to Will Smith and Jada answered the phone and she said I called to talk to Will, bitch.
Didn't Garcelle try to talk to Will too? But the son answered the phone talking about, "Is that
Oh,
Jada?"
please.
Don't nobody, girl. I mean, child, let that stuff go. Baby, you the ex-wife. Jada's still the wife. She still got the ring. And
Mm.
baby, that's how it swings, okay? Now, I'm so tired of people talking
So you're
about
saying
every
Jada's
time
a
about
swinger?
no, what I just said was that she still is the wife, she still got the ring, and that's how it swings. That's what I mean is
Garcelle
That's how.
she's
tries to act
still
like
there
she's
and
so
she ain't
above
going
all of this
nowhere.
and that.
Okay?
Garcelle
Will
tries
Win
to
go
act
get
like
him some
she's
help.
so
Y'all always slandering Garcelle so much.
Go
she
ahead,
tried to
go
act like
ahead, Richie.
she's so upper echelon. She's so
Mm,
darling. But you
mm,
done been with in her book Will Smith.
mm.
Who else? Who else? Eddie
Michael
Murphy,
Jordan. Michael
Michael
Jordan. She didn't
Jordan.
go to Michael Jordan. Was trying to send her. Michael Jordan was trying to fly her out,
Y'all really
And
and
gonna
they
she
fly
couldn't
both
her
go
got
to
car
it.
Michael
acts?
Jordan.
Wasn't
She
But
he
ain't
she
got no
married?
went.
skills.
Wasn't
I'm
he
saying that's
married?
sometimes that's what I'm telling
Y'all
I'm
really
telling
gonna
you
fly
now.
She
her
did.
car
She
Hold
tracks?
couldn't
on,
even
hold
get
on,
to the
Richie.
skills
Hold
part.
on,
No,
Richie.
Lisa, you hold on. She couldn't even
Oh,
get to the skills part because she's like, oh, I couldn't go fly out to Hawaii with him on the first date.
yeah, I
Girl,
couldn't go
that's
and fly.
probably
But
girl.
look
What
who
are
she
you
had a
talking
kid. But look at
about?
the child.
That's
Wait, wait,
world
wait, wait,
class
wait,
pimp.
wait.
That's big
So
pimping, baby. What are you talking
Richie,
about?
so
You
she
got the
said
game
that she went
backwards.
out with Michael Jordan,
She
or
had
he?
a
No,
photo shoot. She had a photo shoot with Michael Jordan, and they like kind of connected at the. And he was trying to talk to her after the shoot, and he wanted to fly her to Hawaii with him.
While he was
And
married.
she, I don't think he was married.
no.
He's been married to his wife forever.
Kwame, what's her podcast called? I
But
didn't
but
know
I
What?
Garcelle
but
had a podcast.
Well, that's even worse because, like I said, she
even if
act
he was
like she's
married,
so
if
active.
Well,
even
no,
if
I'm
he
just
was
saying
married, I
she
want to
never
be
got
like
with that
Mike.
woman.
Even
What
if
she
he
never?
was married, even if he was, this is Michael Jordan. What are you talking about? He was married. I'm
That's what I'm
going.
saying.
I'm going
Hey,
to
Like
Hawaii. Fly me out, and we
that's
fucking, and I'm having this baby.
it's giving Drew
What
and
are you talking
LeBron. It's
about?
giving Drew and
he wanted
LeBron.
to fly her out to Hawaii like on the for the first date or something like that, and she was like, "Oh no, I'm not sleeping with him on the first date." Girl,
And you see her,
The line.
so
This is messy.
you seen
But
her
this
with
what
him,
this
LeBron.
what I'm talking about, y'all. This what
But
I'm
did
talking
you?
about. This what I'm talking about. So you got these girls. See, she ain't had no skills. So you
Where's
some
Ralph
so
at?
you
She
see
didn't have
they
no skills.
married.
We don't know it. We didn't get to the skills yet. She didn't go into the room with Mike.
You that what she said. We don't know that. That what
Okay,
She
she
so
went to the
said.
Michael
room with
Jordan.
Colin.
Hold on. So Michael Jordan was married from '89 to 2006. Did she say when this was happening?
Well, it had to have happened before she had them twins. She had them twins when I was in high school when she was with Colin. So it don't even matter.
It
It
does
doesn't
matter.
even
She was
matter,
pulling a
that's
Drew in
not
her
the
book.
point.
It
baby.
does
It
matter.
doesn't matter if Michael Jordan invited me to Hawaii.
Renee
I'm going to
is
Hawaii,
right.
and I don't know he married. He told me he wasn't
That's
married
not.
no more.
But
That's what
that's
the
That
what
is
I'm
nigga
the
talking
told
about.
bag
me.
of all bags. Like,
The
come
nigga told me
on.
he was worried about what was in front of him.
It's
Okay,
giving
he
That's
was
me.
what I'm
worried
talking about.
It's
about
She ain't got
giving.
no
me,
skills.
It's
See,
giving
she ain't
me
got no
Drew
skills. She was
Sidora
treating
acting
all
like
these
she's
rich
flirting
folks.
on LeBron James.
That's all right.
It's
girl.
giving Drew
Drew
Sidora
is
acting like she.
silly. Drew a silly bitch. Drew a silly bitch. Ain't no way I would have slept with LeBron. Had $90 million before he touched the court. I would
I
have
like
told
Drew.
LeBron,
She's
this
giving
good
Portia
pussy. You don't
light.
wear no condom in this. This good pussy. We got to use a good
Exactly.
condom for this. And I'm fucking him and I'm having the baby.
I'm mad at Drew about this LeBron story for different reasons. But you sit up there talking about LeBron this, LeBron that, and you let that get away for Ralph?
Hey,
You
don't do
come on,
Ralph.
girl. Y'all
She
got to
had
do
those
better.
twins in 2007.
Do
So
Ralph.
and that means that she was with her husband in 2006. So this is while Michael Jordan was very married. So she
Who
did pull.
cares? He
She
was
pulled the girl.
married. He was married, but him and that girl. So he was married, but they probably were separated. Look, it doesn't even matter. This is Michael
Yeah,
Jordan.
Michael
yeah.
Jordan.
This
Not
is
Michael B.
the
Right.
single.
Jordan.
This is the most popular person in the world
But
Ooh.
that's
at that
Yes.
some.
time.
But see,
Michael Jordan and Michael Jackson was the two biggest people that walked this planet at that time when he was in the
And you
NBA. At this,
you
she
turned
yes,
said
him
you
that she
right.
didn't even
down?
You
know.
right.
She said she didn't even know who Michael Jordan was. She said that she had
Bye,
called home
girl.
and told
Bye,
her
girl.
brother that she had a photo because she didn't watch basketball. You know, she
Girl,
never really
bye.
aligned herself.
Ooh.
Well, so she said she didn't watch basketball. She called home and asked her brother who Michael Jordan was because she had a photo shoot with him the next day,
Obsession.
and he was trying to holler at her and
Girl,
invited her to
bye.
Hawaii, and she didn't go.
Girl, bye.
So
Okay.
But
I'm
definitely.
that's
like,
what I say. She ain't had no skills, yeah. Cause see, she
She
got
didn't
all
make
these
it to the
lovely
room,
men.
Lisa, to have the skills.
Listen,
What she was
listen,
supposed to do
listen,
was get her skills on the show. I mean,
no,
at the photo
listen,
shoot.
listen. I'm just saying the other men. She said she a Will Smith and all the other rich men. See, she ain't got no
Mm-hmm.
skills, baby doll, to get that ring, get that bag.
So
See, I'm
she
talking
called
about that's what I'm talking about.
herself.
That's what I'm talking about. See, Jada
So if
had
she
the
had her
skills.
twins,
See,
if she
Jada
had
had
her
the
twins
skills.
a year later, that means she chose that white man over Michael
Mm.
Jordan, probably thinking, "Oh, I'm upgraded. I'm not gonna get with the
The married
Mm.
black
the
man. That's
Talk
basketball
married.
about it.
player."
Talk
And
about
I'm,
it.
I'm gonna, go into the upper
Talk
echelon,
about
have
it, child.
babies by this. Wasn't he an agent, Hollywood agent or something? She called
Mm.
herself
I
upgrade.
ain't
He left
never
her
seen
ass.
him
Yeah,
in
but
Black
was he
Hollywood
single
or
though?
white either.
That's not
I
the
ain't never.
point. The point is,
The point
she.
is Michael Jordan is married, so that would never happen. So that's out
So why
off
is
the
she
table.
talking about
What
it
you mean?
then?
It would never
Because she wrote a
happen.
book. She wrote a book and she needed some
It ain't
sales.
never happened because she didn't
So
let it
she's an
happen.
adulterer. So
But
Yeah.
she's
we've
lying and talking
been
about she
trying to
didn't know who he is. So she can cover the
she went
fact
for the
that she was
white
dating
guy
a
because the
married
white guy's
man.
single. Michael Jordan is
That's
married. She's not gonna go for a
and that
married
what she
man.
wanted.
No,
That what
that's
she
not
Well,
wanted.
why
That's
she's
what I'm
with
technically,
a
talking
he
about.
married
wasn't
man.
single because he had been with that woman he was cheating her with since they had been together.
And
So
Garcelle don't
Garcelle
want no
might have
part of
been the
Exactly.
that.
other woman who just got pregnant.
Oh boy.
Exactly.
And that man was cheating on her for 5 years. That man had been cheating on her for 5 years. Michael, his name is Michael, not Colin. Michael Nolan. And he had been cheating on her for 5 years, and she done stood
So
up here and got
would.
mad and was scorned and let the see
Uh-huh.
talking about messing up the bag. Done emailed all his coworkers and stuff and told him he was cheating like they give a damn.
Kwame, they not listening. Kwame
That's
and
true.
Janelli be on it.
That,
What
that's
I
Kwame
can't see the
say?
comments. I
It
can't
was
see
in
the.
the
Let me
80s.
Exactly.
smell
She
it.
didn't know who MJ was. That was the 80s.
That's a lie.
It was in the 80s. Garcelle didn't even get over here to the 90s.
Kwame be watching Garcelle's podcast, so he knows what he's talking about.
What's the name of
Well, she
Garcelle?
has
She
a
got a
podcast.
podcast?
I didn't know that until
Bye.
Kwame said it.
Kwame, she got a
Bye.
podcast. Are you joshing with us?
Oh, I do think I did hear her talk about having a podcast, and it's very
Lord have mercy.
it's sexual, but she don't have a man.
who.
Mm.
Garcelle.
Well, she talked about that
Now, Mims,
she
come
got a
on.
black and white
It's called
dildo.
it's
She
called
got a
going to
black
bed with Garcelle.
she's she got a black and white dildo, and depending on the day which whatever dildo she used, see, that's what I'm saying about them girls over there on their reel. You know what I'm saying? They used to public, it was look, let me be quiet for y'all
I
say
know what you're
that.
trying to
Oh,
I'm
no,
say.
just,
Gabor's
I'm
about to
just,
be
No,
listen,
mad.
I'm
say it.
No,
just
no, no, no.
You
saying.
got
Hold on one
backup
second.
today, Gabor.
Hold
You
on.
got
Hold
backup
on.
tonight. Say
One
it.
second. Gabor is about to be mad. Let me read to you what this podcast says.
I'm
Going
not
to
gonna be
Bed with
mad.
Garcelle is a weekly podcast hosted by Garcelle Bouvier, star
Mm.
of the Jamie Foxx show,
Star,
Coming
yes.
to America,
Ciao.
the star of Coming to America.
As she
What's
was.
that?
She had the
Start
best
coming
She
to
lines in the
That-
alive.
movie.
America.
She alive.
Whose
She had the
bio?
best lines in the
Who wrote
movie.
that
She
she
bio?
didn't
started
have no
something.
lines. She didn't have
The
no line.
the best lines in the movie.
She said
Ciao.
star of Coming to America, and the newest cast
The
member.
fact that they had the name, the fact that they even had to put "Coming to America" in it, and she didn't have no lines, is just. But that's what I'm saying, though. But this is the thing. I do. Let me say this. I do think that Garcelle do fit in with the girls over there at Beverly Hills because the other girls at Beverly Hills are bullshit bitches too, right? They over there. They say they got movies and got two lines in the whole movies and stuff like that. That's why that girl. What's her name?
Who was more
You shut
basic,
up, you
Garcelle or
beast.
Teddy?
What's her name? You
Oh,
Kim
beast.
Eileen.
Richards.
Who Kim
Eileen
called the
Richards.
beast?
Eileen.
Eileen, yeah.
Eileen. I
Eileen
don't
had
love
to leave because
Eileen.
Eileen was getting Emmys and shit. And these other girls is claiming they actresses and had two lines. So I guess Garcelle do fit in over there with them.
Does Garcelle fit in more than Teddy?
Yeah.
What you
Teddy,
mean?
Teddy wasn't
What's her
about
name?
nothing.
Teddy was in
Was
Teddy
Kyle's
wasn't
Bush.
about nothing.
Is Garcelle more successful than Teddy?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
is.
Yes.
Okay, cool. We
Do
good.
We're
she
not
Then.
gonna
do?
take her accomplishments away from her.
When we say successful, what do explain what you mean by successful, Esquire Marty? Because I'm confused.
No, you are not confused about that. Teddy don't have nothing except her dad's last name.
And
Stop
Big Brother,
it.
the first
That's
episode.
it.
And she was born. That's why she
Blue
got
Ivy
fired
got a
out the show.
Grammy. Blue Ivy got a Grammy because her mama put her name on the track. And Blue, if we gonna say successful, Blue Ivy got a Grammy and Diana Ross don't. So
Whoa.
come on.
Diana Ross.
What are you trying to say, good boy?
What I'm saying is when you say successful, because I'm sure Teddy got more money than Garcelle. So when you say successful, I
Her
mean, what do
husband
you
does
mean by
fine in the movie,
successful?
but Garcelle's an independent single woman. Teddy
Come
ain't.
on, we
Now,
don't know
now
that
she is.
they can't even protect people's houses. We don't know how much Teddy has.
She got her money from a divorce settlement, if she got anything.
Garcelle?
I don't believe the Garcelle man had no money.
Well, they say Garcelle's worth $8 million.
Child.
That's what they say.
From what? What did
What
she
she-
do?
Thank you.
Well, she
Talk
dumped
about
that
it.
money on Gucci
I'm
What
for
has she?
pull her
What has she
IMDb or
been
whatever
in?
it's
What has
called.
she been in? I don't even know any movies Garcelle been in. I'm not even trying to be shady.
So Michael Nylon net worth is $8 million, and that's why they saying that Garcelle net worth was $8 million. So her man didn't have no money.
But if he got 8 more, he got 8 million. He got some little bit of coins then. No, said
$8
don't
million more than I
don't get him
That's
twisted.
what I'm saying is Lisa, is that man had $8 million. That's his net worth. Michael Nylon had $8 million.
Tell him,
So that's
Kwame.
why they saying that Garcelle.
I need Kwame on
What
my
Kwame say? I don't see it. What he say? What he say?
He's cussing at you.
Dion say start on Coming to America is a stretch. She didn't have no lines.
No, I'm
I
talking
don't
about
see what
Kwame,
they
not
said.
Dion.
She was on I Know Who Killed Me with Lindsay Lohan.
Going to bed with Garcelle.
Mhm.
Kelly Rowland was
Going
on
to
it.
bed
I don't
with
see nothing else
Garcelle.
that he
Oh wait,
said.
Garcelle was in
At the very end.
Garcelle was in Spider-Man
I
Homecoming.
don't see it.
He
Coming
said
to
you're reaching
America.
with your ass, boy.
No, he didn't say that.
Yes, he is. He did. And Mims can highlight it. You're reaching to.
I
your
don't
ass,
see it. It don't
boy.
show up on my end. How am I
Kwame right.
reaching? He look. I'm looking it up right now. It's like that he's worth $8 million. How is
Garcelle
that
had
a?
a long list. Caught in His
Yeah.
Web, a TV movie. She was in a TV series in 2021, Coming to
Wow.
America. Another
Mhm.
TV series in 2020.
Mhm.
Tell Me a
That's work.
Story, a
A check.
recurring role.
Another check.
Mm.
Mary Happy
That's
Whatever.
5 checks right there in
Recurring
1 year.
role.
How much was the checks though, baby?
Siren, a TV series in 2019. The
Mm.
Magicians. I used to watch that.
I love The Magicians. That's
She
7
was on there
checks.
for 3 years. Power.
3 years.
Oh, she was on Power? Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she
She got-
was.
She was
she got dick
on
down
one
by,
episode.
She was on
She had.
Power?
Yeah,
she
she
got
had
dick
one
down by Ghost.
episode. She went and got butt naked for Ghost and had sex with him. She met him and she had a little one night stand with Ghost.
A check.
See, they even playing her on Power. She's not even
So,
born.
No.
The Arrangement TV series, Lalo's
A check.
House, a
check.
short,
Just
Chicago
not either.
Chicago Med. She was a recurring role. 2017, 2018,
That's
Spider-Man.
a spinoff.
mm.
Spider-Man.
Got
That's Marvel
Me,
check.
7 Days a Movie, Girlfriend's Getaway, A Girl Like Grace, Grimm.
Money.
a
So she
TV
got
series.
one. She got a lot of these little bitty roles. She ain't never had no real substantial role. Is
And
what
it
you're
all
saying.
adds up to one big check.
So
Child,
that even
please.
makes me question more. Why do we extend Garcelle so much grace? Like she's this black dignitary. I don't get it.
Richie, what is Garcelle's what is Lisa's repertoire compared to Garcelle? Lisa had one soap
Lisa
opera.
who?
Renna.
I don't see it for Lisa Renner either.
We didn't say,
I'm saying, but you're
and
saying-
that's what
but you're
I'm saying. Though
saying, why
you
is
should,
she
but
there?
see,
She's-
Marty, what
she's
you're
on the
saying
same
is,
line.
I said that Lisa Rinna was broken. She was sitting up there trying to use Erica clip-ins and stuff and waiting for her makeup room. I said that.
Yes.
The only
Yes.
difference between Garcelle and the rest of them is that she doesn't have a rich white man that she's married to right now. That's the whole difference.
Lisa Rinna don't have a rich white man. Lisa Rinna don't have a rich white
Harry?
man.
Harry,
Is he
she
rich?
got
Dorit
She
don't have a
got
rich
Dorit
white
don't
man.
have one.
She got
PK
Harry.
Is Harry rich? Is he just famous? If he was rich, I don't think that he'll be doing as many movies as he's doing. I think he'll be laying back enjoying life at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Because they said they was broke. Remember?
Okay,
and
hold
their
on.
store had to close.
Really
I don't
quick.
believe.
Retail
I don't
store.
believe
She had
in
a.
white
She
men in
wasn't
Hollywood
just on the
being
Jamie
broke.
Foxx show. She was actually an actual
still looking
character
at
in
her
NYPD
IMDb?
Blue. So she had other series, and this was for 3 years after Jamie Foxx. So she was a working, viable actress from
Man.
1996.
Just because you didn't watch
Yeah,
it,
she was
doesn't
a
mean nobody else can
model.
watch
She
it.
was a model.
still looking
God,
at
Y'all
was
giving
a
these
model.
girls look. I can't.
She's in a Kelly video.
Look
She's
at
in
the-
Luther Vandross
Yeah,
video.
she was in. She was
Janelle
Delilah.
Jackson
She
video.
was Delilah in
Oh,
the
she was
download
short with that
video.
black dress. That black dress was all. I had my problems
You
with
want
like
me, but he needs
He
you.
wants
That's not
you.
true,
I'm giving her
Kwame.
props. I'm giving her
Kwame,
props.
that's not true. He said y'all expect the cartel to be a Nene or Kenya, and she's not giving it. That's what the deployment comes. It's not. I
Kwame,
liked
you were
Garcelle
the
when she
MVP.
got on the show, but when she raised her paddle and she didn't pay the $5,000, that's where it started for me because she raised her paddle. And when they said something, she said, "You better shut your mouth. You better watch what you're saying." And all of a sudden, it was racist.
Yeah, like that was
$5,000? Girl, how dare
Okay.
you embarrass me like that? $5,000? And then when she got on her knees and told Erica, I'm
I'm
sorry,
just
Erica,
reading your
it's
banner
not
right
worth
now, man.
it. It's not worth it.
This is messy.
$5,000?
Paddle turned into a black woman struggle against,
Child.
a stereotype. Black women are stereotyped as not paying their bills. That's not. Come on, that is not what they was giving
When you
Garcelle.
have Rich, thank you, Richie. Tell the truth, baby. When you gotta explain it all like that, that's not what happened. Baby, you raised that paddle and you didn't pay the $5,000.
That's what did it for y'all. That's what made y'all hate Garcelle.
It
That's
did.
what
I
made
was
me
embarrassed. I was
I
embarrassed.
was. That's what made me
I
like.
ain't embarrassed because that was for her.
No,
Don't use
Kwame,
that
but
bad card like that.
Kwame, that's probably beat for a lot of people. I didn't want her to come in swinging. If she would have came in swinging, it would have been aggressive. I was embarrassed that she raised that paddle and she didn't pay the $5,000. That embarrassed me. That hurt me to my soul.
Kwame, you need to call. You need to hit the link, Kwame. I need shit.
Y'all not gonna tell me what made me stop. Y'all not gonna tell me I was here for. I was here for Garcelle. She had shut Dorit down. She shut Dorit down when when they was all trying to double team on Denise. She had shut her down when the whole Lisa Rinna thing. When Lisa Rinna was saying that the daughter was struggling because she was eating a rice cake a day. They had her on Teddy Dog diet. And she was asking her, well, do you think it's because how you get online butt naked that they struggling with their weight? And Dorit tried to jump in. She said, well, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. I liked her. But when she raised that paddle and then we found out she didn't pay the $5,000 and told the girl she was lying and it turned out that she didn't pay the $5,000, I damn that fell out.
Good boy, remember when she made Kyle shut up at the table and eat her food?
When it was at Erica's house?
I think they were on a trip, and she was like, she said something, and Kyle just sat there and ate her food because they was like scared to say anything to the black girl. When she first came on, she was shutting them down.
At Erica's house.
Oh, it was Erica's house.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I was excited for Garcelle at first, especially her opening scene and that white suit. She came in.
She looked great.
She didn't live up to those expectations.
It was like a big black skirt with a big tulle, right?
Oh, no,
you talking about when she had the rhinestones in her head?
Like her opening scene, like they gave her a big entrance, like
she had rhinestones in her head that dinner, right? She had rhinestones in her head.
I think so.
She had rhinestones in her head.
She had that white shirt on and that skirt with the black tulle. She looked really good. She looked classic. She looked beautiful. Hold on, I got a super chat.
No, Kwame, don't do me that. Kwame, it's
right.
Listen, Kwame. Kwame, don't do me that. Don't do me that, Kwame. I like Kwame. Right, don't do me that. It ain't that when she didn't pay it's the not paying $5,000 doesn't warrant shading her every day. It does. It does. You over here happy that your son working for Lisa Vanderpump, but you on the same platform that she was on. You couldn't.
She was and so proud of that.
I only shade her about money. I ain't never said that she was ugly or nothing. She didn't pay the $5,000. She almost froze the girls to death. She almost froze the girls to death when they came over to her house to eat a Haitian dinner. She didn't even have no blankets to give them. She didn't even have no blankets to give them. She had to give them jackets because they were so cold. I'm just saying, what's going on with this money? All of this money that Esquire Marty's saying that she collected.
Okay, thank you so much, GDF, for the super sticker.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you, Phil, for the super chat. He says, laughing my ass off at the picture. Not a fan of Garcelle. It's given she is the security guard for the white girls, Denise and Sutton.
Thank you. Sutton is using her to be her attack dog.
Kwame say that boy came from the streets. He doing well now. That's his mama.
Well, she was
Garcelle is his mama. Yeah, and I see how Garcelle won't see she threw that boy away, but you see how she treat them other two. You see how she treat that other two because you see who their daddy is. Come on now. Okay. Open up your eyes. Okay. Open up your eyes.
It's been a great show, man.
I didn't even see that.
I ain't gonna take the phone away.
Had drug problems and all of that.
Yeah, but the tattoos all in his face.
But now she's so proud he worked.
But see, had she not been posing for Playboy, she could have been at home with her kid and making sure that he was doing.
No. Period.
Hold on, go. You gone too far, baby.
No,
I did.
Too far.
No. I did
too. Because like you said, she was kind of taking.
Listen, sit up, girl. We ain't trying to see you laid out in this bed. Sit up, boo.
You ain't finna come for me, okay?
I'm not coming for you. I'm just saying, sit up, girl. You all laid out in this bed. Trying to come for me.
Ain't nobody finna come for me. I'm just saying. She was a single mother. She had to go out there and work.
So she left her kids alone. The
No,
boy.
she didn't. She left her kids and
No
stuff
wonder
back
why
in
he
Twisted.
gravitated towards the streets.
Well, she was kind of make a
Autumn's
living.
mom, Autumn, your daughter is so pretty, but where was she booked? You say she was booked and busy. Where was she booked and busy? We didn't. I haven't seen no content.
But she was all
She
over
was
the
in the
place.
videos, Gabor. She was
That's
in
what
R.
I'm talking
Kelly
about. She was in the
video.
No, they
video. She
talking
was
about the
on.
5,000 when she raised her paddle. If she said the
Oh.
$5,000 was a simple oversight, that's what happened when you have other people working for you because you're booked and busy. What was she booked for?
She
At that
doesn't have a
time, she wasn't.
staff. Come on,
At that
y'all.
time, she wasn't on the reel. She wasn't on the reel at that time. She didn't have no staff because she didn't have nothing going on.
Oh my
She
I've
lord,
didn't
been
I'm
even
just
to
I'm
leave
gonna
I've
the
been to
get
house.
charity
She
y'all.
didn't just
events.
move the
It
house.
But
really is
I ain't gonna
nothing.
say nothing. I
Once
said
you
like good for
bid,
him.
it's really easy. You can give your credit card right at the end of the night,
Amen.
or
Amen.
you
Come
can
on now.
ask.
Tell the truth. Tell the
I thought
truth.
that was a requirement to have your
Tell the
credit card on
truth. Girl,
file.
you left that event and raised that. First of all, I was already side eyeing because it was only $5,000. Come on now. This is a
How
charity
about it?
event.
How about
I
it?
said, oh, she only paid. She did the little first little thing they did. We're gonna start off with the cheapest stuff. We're gonna do the 5,000. She said, I'll pay that one. I get a $5,000. But I wasn't surprised because she had already told her son that she wasn't buying him no Gucci shirt. Okay, but then you got the lowest thing on the menu, and then you didn't pay. I damn near fell out when Kyle saw her at the ring. Kyle said, "Girl, because you raised your paddle and you didn't pay." I said, "Lord have mercy, Garcelle. Please tell me she lying." Garcelle said, "You better stop that. You better watch what you're saying." And she had convinced me. And later on, she got on Instagram and broke my
Thank you,
heart.
Red Lipstick. I had to dip out for a second.
Lily,
Hey,
come up.
Lily,
Wait, Lily, come up here.
I
And
love you, Lily.
and
Don't
I'm
do me
not
that.
bashing. I'm not bashing
We
you, but
not
I said I
bashing.
love me
it's
some
You
not
See,
are.
that's what
me.
I'm saying. Why I
Y'all
gotta
gotta
be
be
bashing?
real.
She did raise her paddle and didn't pay.
You just
And
went
No,
on
and,
her
she
and
always
son. You
Mills
went
is,
did.
on a diatribe about her son. That's bashing.
what did I say about her son? Kwame brought the
Mm.
son up.
It's not
Garcelle
me.
is the one that always shading her
I'm
son.
impartial.
Garcelle, it was Garcelle is on the
She's allowed to
show.
do that.
Garcelle, baby, she ain't got no business. It ain't our business that the boy had a drug problem. She didn't have to tell it on that
Yeah,
show.
she. Why
That's
would
not
she
none of our
shade him like
business.
that?
But that's the thing, though. That's the thing that y'all do. You don't keep the same energies because when people drag Lisa Renner for using her kids as a storyline, but it's
She
okay
doesn't
for
know. We
But,
drag Lisa Rinna for not
but we
using
can't drag
her.
Garcelle for
No,
telling us her
that's
son and stuff is on drugs and
it's
stuff.
different. No, I'm saying we drag Lisa because her daughter is on some crazy crap and
What
she
did
doesn't bring it
Lisa
to the
do?
show at
She just
all.
lay down in her bed.
And she doesn't bring it to the show, and that's some
Lisa
weak shit.
Renner. Lisa Renner.
Lisa Rinna doesn't bring her issues to the show. She just likes to bone carry about other people's ish. That's what we don't
That
like
boy will
about
get.
Lisa.
That boy don't want to mess with me, baby.
Let's
That
not
boy,
talk
I
about
give him a bag. I give him a bag. I'm gonna see how far he really came.
Who?
Mm.
Who?
Garcelle's son.
I'm gonna have to fight on Garcelle's honor. Okay, that's it. That's all I
No,
need.
I'm just saying though. I'm just saying
Uh,
what I'm saying is when Lisa Renna talk about her kids and stuff, and they eating problems and they eating disorders and stuff, it's like,
That's,
oh my gosh, she's a terrible mom. Why would she do this? Why would she do that? But if somebody say something about Garcelle, all of a sudden it's bashing.
well,
Garcelle did not have to get on this show
when
and
Garcelle's
tell us that
son
her son had
goes
drug problems.
online, when Garcelle's son goes online and says how bad of a mom Garcelle is, then I'll be with you. But that's the difference.
Has Lisa Renna kids got online and said that?
Lisa's daughter talked about how she was on rehab and her mom ain't do ish.
She
No,
didn't
she
do that
did.
on the
What I'm
show.
saying
She didn't
is,
She
say
did
it
that
in
on
those
the
exact
show.
words, but she alluded to the fact that her
what
mom made her do things that she was uncomfortable, like going on the show. And for lack of a better term, she did say that Lisa was not the best mom. But she didn't
I
do
know
it
I'm
as
not doing a good
directly as
job.
Gabor would
Thank
like.
you, Janelle, because he can't. You could. What I'm saying is the truth. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to drag the girl. I did not appreciate her getting on this show, telling us that stuff about that boy.
You know,
I
I
don't,
need some
and I
backup
want to
because
know how many
as
baby
soon as
mama Sam got.
as soon as
I
Richie
don't.
over
But
here got here, it's I couldn't do nothing. They was tag
She
teaming
didn't
my
say it
ass.
with love.
I was getting tag team.
Who was getting
That's
tag
that's
team?
not
Triple
your
team if
first
you add
time
Lisa.
tonight or this week even.
well, I ain't saying nothing bad about Garcelle.
we ain't said. I haven't said nothing bad about Garcelle.
Why can't we
You
talk about
kind of is.
Garcelle?
I haven't
But you
said nothing
really
bad about.
did,
All I
because you've
told
been
was her
shading her
truth.
all evening long. But
And,
you
you
really
and
have.
Lisa, don't do me that.
you
She
conflating
raised
your
her
truth.
paddle. All I said was that the girl. Everything I've said has came out on the show. She had raised her paddle. Listen, y'all not gonna get mad at me because she didn't pay her $5,000. Y'all can't take that out on me because she didn't have $5,000 the night when she raised her paddle and bought the cheapest thing on the menu. You can't get mad at me for that,
So when
The menu, Gabor.
huh?
The
when are you gonna
menu.
move on past the paddle and the
It was
heat?
the cheapest. It was the cheapest thing that they had. It was the first thing. Come on, do y'all not remember? They
I
did the
remember.
auction. The first thing they had, they said we're gonna start off with the lowest thing first. We got the 5,000. She raised her
It
paddle.
was like
I'll
a
pay for
massage
it.
or something.
What's the fucking
Yeah.
problem with that?
I hope y'all are messy.
Well, you better be glad she got that because she wouldn't get Carol and got nothing for me, and I wouldn't have raised my palate for nothing. So
So,
she glad
Gabor,
she
you
got
like
that.
Sutton? I'm not Sutton.
No,
Crystal?
no, hell
He
no.
likes
No, not
Crystal and
Sutton.
Diana and
Crystal.
Erica. Ugh.
I love me some
Listen,
Crystal.
I like everybody, and I just read them the same way.
Are
I'm
I
you
liking
do.
Diana
fucking?
so far.
You don't like Diana? I like baby
No,
Diana cleared tonight, didn't she?
Yes,
I
she
said I
did,
love.
baby.
Yeah, but she was
Yes,
like,
she
"Who
cleared,
want?"
baby.
What
She
did she
cleared,
say?
baby. And baby, when she bought out the waterworks, when she played Karen on Sudden tonight, baby, I said, "Oh yes, baby, I like her, baby." I'm not gonna forgive her for the tears. I wouldn't let no tear fall from my eye. I would have fell on my back before I let the girl
What did
have
she
me cry.
say? What did she say to Sutton when Sutton told her to be quiet? Or I'm gonna say it again. Did she say like if I don't? What did
No, she said that. She said, "You need to let me finish," and she said, "If I don't."
Sutton ain't funny.
And that was sudden got our ass up and went to the damn
Gabor,
bathroom.
are you gonna be
Baby,
recapping this
say? But
tomorrow?
that was a
of
power
course
move,
I am.
Gabor.
I
Yeah.
got to.
I'm
That
gonna
Son
was
get
ate
my
her
shit
up. See,
together
Kwame,
then,
you
because
delusional.
this is a
Kwame,
warm
you
up.
delusional. Diana ate her up. See, and this is what the thing is that I don't appreciate, and we're gonna have to get into. We're gonna have to really do a deep dive into what happened tonight. See, Sutton was about to get up there and lie, Richie. Did you see it? She was about to get up
yes,
there and lie and say, "I didn't say
Yeah.
that I hate her. I said I hate what she did." She said, "Oh no, ma'am, no, ma'am,
yes,
no, ma'am, baby. You said that you hated her. You
yes.
said that you hated her."
Me either,
And she
So
Me
said,
either,
did.
Janelli.
and
Me
she was
either.
like, and she was basically looking like, what was y'all? Y'all was there. Didn't she not say that? And nobody said nothing. They was about to let her get out there with that lie, and Bravo had to show the clip. Look, she did say that she hate the girl. She didn't say I hate what she did. She said I hate her. She said you mixing your words again and it's becoming messy. And she started trying to explain herself.
Okay.
I'm a good
Okay.
And
person. No, ma'am. No,
and
ma'am.
Now,
You
that's
baby,
what I'm
said
baby,
that
I'm
you
saying.
about to,
hated her,
baby,
mama.
I'm gonna
That's
downstairs,
what I'm
baby
saying.
doll.
It's a concerted effort to go against Crystal. They all sat there and was going to let her tell that fucking lie, and they know she said that the night before.
Sure did.
And see, Richie, that's why I believe that it was something else. That's why Kyle Mouth ain't no prayer book. If Kyle
No,
would have said, even if
Lord,
and
y'all are a
Kwame
tag team. Y'all are a tag
and
team.
You
Kwame,
Hard
see it,
even
to
if
right?
the,
listen,
and
shit.
we got
Kwame,
off Garcelle, okay?
okay. Now Kwame, even if you want to say that context matter, and she said that she meant that she hated her in the moment, or she hate what she did, they could have said, "Well, girl, you did say that you hated her. You probably meant
Girl,
in the moment, but you
But she
did say that
said
you
it.
hated her.
She said it though, but she said she didn't say it.
Exactly, but you said
Princessa, you
it
about to.
point blank in the period, girl. You said it.
Sure did, baby doll. And I don't care if nobody else say
I didn't
Southern
say that.
show do slick hating. She so do slick hating Crystal. She
That's
Lied,
what
does.
baby.
I'm.
She
I don't give a
lied.
damn.
She lied
But
and
she
got caught
lied.
in her lie, baby, and turned into
So
a true
did.
Karen. Had her finger in the girl's face, was yelling, and they say, "Girl, stop! You got your finger in her face, girl. You yelling. I need a break. I'm gonna break. I'm gonna break, girl." That's the shit that she did last year. But see, that's the shit she did last year when Kathy had called her, say, "Hey, Thomasina," and she got mad and went off on Crystal. And all of the girls went, "Sudden, what's wrong?" and left Crystal standing there by herself with her ugly leather pants. It was Kathy that was calling her Thomasina. It wasn't Crystal. Crystal was looking like, "Girl, what I did, I didn't do nothing to you today."
Something scared of Kathy.
Mm-hmm. Baby, I
Them
don't give a
bitches
fuck who
scared of
Kathy
girl. Them
married to.
bitches
You're not
scared of
gonna make her.
Kathy.
I'm not about to be the ass of no joke, and that's what Sutton should have told her the first time she did it. Bitch, don't
No,
call me no Thomasina.
she wanted to put on the
Kathy.
Chinese girl. And then
I would have told
Uh,
Kathy that with your whole daughter. Don't call me Thomasina with your whole daughter.
yeah.
Shout out to Shout out
All
to
right.
Horsea.
Did y'all download Flatlines yet?
Who?
No.
Okay, y'all.
I
It's
gave
way
you. I
past my
gave.
bedtime.
Good boy. I gave you
And
and
did you
Mims a
see
super
that?
chat
And
for Portia's song. Y'all better download that shit.
what's the
what?
song?
Who?
So
What What song?
You talking about legs and hips and body?
No, I'm talking about a while
Legs
back
to the moon.
when I sent you a super chat saying stream flatlines. I
Boom,
meant
I
for you
got
guys
your
to buy
man.
it. That's what the money was for, not for your pocket. It was for
What
you to
you
go
was about
stream
to say,
Portia.
good boy?
That was the only hit that she had. That's the only hit that she had. She on that song that went viral with Candy. It got her name on it, legs and hips and body. But she didn't get
Yeah,
no
but
solo
back to what
part.
I
It's
was
just her and
saying.
D. Royce that was singing.
Y'all
She's
supposed to
singing with
stream that
everybody else.
song.
Who is the girl?
The
Fuck
girl
off.
said
The girl who
friend is Korean. She's not
is
Chinese.
Korean, not even Chinese.
And y'all, I knew. I was like, why y'all calling her Chinese? I was like, something was off. Is Crystal Chinese?
Janelli, don't do me that. Janelli say, good boy said he was going to sleep an hour ago. Yeah, he is bashing Garcelle. See, that's what I'm saying.
It's
See, you
not
see how
bashing.
people rewrite history. We over here talking about Sutton, and they say I'm bashing Garcelle. You see how they people rewrite
We
history?
got off of Garcelle for y'all because y'all can't take the truth.
Yeah, y'all can't take it.
Okay,
Y'all
that's
can't
what it is.
take it.
No, I just don't like seeing people going in on a black woman for like
Oh,
an
wait,
hour
wait.
or
We
so.
I
gotta
think you
get
guys.
off
See,
that and
I
call
think.
a thing a thing. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter
but
if it's black or
in a
white.
show with a bunch of shady white women and y'all
she
steady going
but
on the black women, it
she
looks
raised her
weird.
paddle
It looks
though.
crazy.
Hold on,
It
we
looks
got a
crazy.
new
I'm sorry.
person. What's up,
Everybody
Phil?
sees that shit though, so we
Hey,
can move
Phil.
on.
Hi
Welcome to
everyone,
the
can you hear
room.
me?
Loud and
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
clear.
baby.
Come
Welcome
Y'all
on,
to
think
the
coming for the
Phil.
only
show.
black woman.
Are
Shit
you on a
crazy.
team, Phil?
So, first time joining you guys, so thanks for letting me join.
What's good, my
I'm
nigga?
sorry, but I'm Team Kabor on the whole charity thing.
Amen. I was in. Weren't you embarrassed?
I'm sorry. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
tell this.
say Autumn. Excuse me.
I
I'm
was
gonna say
embarrassed because
Autumn.
Garcelle started to beef with Kyle when
Thank
Thank
she
you.
went
you.
to her charity event and said some of those people are my friends and some are not.
Mm.
When they got to the reunion,
Mm.
Garcelle was throwing shade and Kyle dropped a bomb. It wasn't a
Boom.
race thing. She just dropped a bomb and you couldn't handle
Yes.
that bomb. I do think it was an oversight. I do think she got the $5,000,
Dude,
but
I don't know.
Kyle dropped that bomb on Garcelle and Garcelle just couldn't
Couldn't take.
she just couldn't take it. And then I was upset with Garcelle's first season because the looks weren't looking. It's getting better.
Well, you know,
The look
she got a team now. Phil, did you see tonight? She got a glam squad, child.
she's looking better. But I do agree. I think Gabor or somebody or Richie said it. She protects Sutton. They don't make a move unless Garcelle gives them the okay.
You
And
thought
I
this was
didn't want
better?
what?
This look? You thought this was better?
That
I
it
like
was
it.
a beach day. That was a beach day.
I like
Oh,
But
it.
okay.
do we? I just didn't ever know that nobody needed a glam squad when they shop at Marshalls.
This is the housewives ish.
Ooh.
You can't.
I mean,
Okay.
what do
No
we need?
comment
That
on that. But
outfit,
I'm going to
that
Marshalls this
outfit was on the
weekend.
That's
rag. That outfit
probably
was on the
Sutton's
rag.
glam
This is
team.
that
That's
yeah.
probably Sutton's glam team, to be honest. She's not
Uh,
flying people out.
I need a
Yeah.
Garcelle supporter on this panel because
it's
Pro
hard to
Nah.
Market
support. It's hard to
fell off.
support the real. It's hard to support the
But
real.
Nah. It's not even about supporting
Well,
Garcelle. We just gotta keep that same fucking
but
energy.
I will say
I
that
support.
Garcelle
We
is
got a whole
definitely
white woman that did
producing
the
this
robbery, but
season.
y'all want to talk about Garcelle.
She
I,
producing.
yeah, I said the same thing,
Escargo, you
Phil.
becoming like Lisa now. Let the man talk.
I said the same thing, Phil. I
Well,
feel
we
like
can
her and
talk about
Kyle are.
Dorit because I don't like her
Is she
either.
producing or is she playing
Oh,
Kyle's
okay.
step stool?
You going in and out, Phil?
I'm gonna say she's playing producer.
She's playing producer.
Okay, hold on. Let me make it better.
We hear you now. We
Is
hear you
this
now.
better?
Yeah, we
Yes,
can hear
sir.
you.
Oh, I do think I don't think she's playing her step stool, but I think they're both playing producer. I'm gonna say this, and y'all probably not gonna like it. She wants to be a Richard sister, and she's being messy just like those Richard sisters. Because I think they're all messy. Kathy, Kyle, and Kim. I don't trust none of them.
Do you remember when she was trying to talk shit about Paris to her mom, and Kyle and Kathy was just looking at her like, what? And she tried to clean it up.
Yeah, I didn't really like that. You don't talk about somebody's kid to their face, saying that
That's
We
she.
would have got the
weird to me.
windmilling, baby. We would have got the
Baby,
windmilling.
baby,
Cause
the
ain't
lady
no
that
Yeah.
way,
was pregnant,
ain't
baby,
no
that's
way she
all.
would have told me anything about my daughter, and I wouldn't have brought up her son.
Your whole daughter.
Exactly.
True, but we all know Kathy wasn't the best mother either.
Okay, well, hey,
Do you
look,
know that?
Yeah, she put her daughter in that thing to get
She had
R-worded.
them kidnap her daughter in the middle of the night, and they were whooping her ass.
I mean, if she was a bad child, she got to go to
So
what do you call it?
did
Boarding
shit.
school.
But if Garcelle's son was a bad son, because Garcelle was a bad mother, then Kathy was a bad mother because of Paris' behavior as well.
I'm not
You
saying this
right,
But it
about
but the
did.
son
Garcelle. I'm
didn't.
just
Kai.
saying this. I'm not
Who
saying
called
this
Garcelle
about
a bad
Garcelle.
mom?
I'm just saying this
More?
in general. But what I'm saying is, usually when people remarry, they forget about them other kids. And so Garcelle was married at that time that their son was going through that stuff. Look, I'm just saying.
What's
Oh,
up, Kai and Autumn's mom?
Hi.
Hello.
Garcelle, you
Hey,
might
Is it my
Autumn.
before you might be in trouble.
Autumn,
Yes.
mom,
Who?
well,
please
From
tell
yes,
Kai to
I
who?
help
wasn't
me out
able to
here.
talk a lot the last time I was here.
Wait, what happened?
Who is it?
Gabor was hollering and screaming quite a bit of time when I
Who
was
is
here last time.
this? I can't see
Ooh.
the name.
It's Kai.
Hey, Kai.
Hey,
Hey, Kai. Hey,
um,
Autumn, mom.
hey,
Hey, Autumn's
I'm not.
mom.
Hi,
Hello.
Adam. I don't necessarily. I'm pretty okay with her. So I do find it weird that we spend a lot of time trying to dissect her career and everything like
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
And I also do find it
Hating
strange
ass
that like
motherfuckers.
Gabor, your whole thing was she didn't pay the $5,000, and after the reunion, the issue was that she had just moved, and Kyle's charity sent the thing to her old house and not her new house, and Kyle didn't reach out to her to say, "Hey, you didn't want the check." She waited to the reunion. That's why Garcelle said that because she
Does
sent it
she
to her
have
old
to?
house and not her new one, and she waited until the reunion to say something about it. So I felt that was very pointed. You can
But
still
she
have an
had the
issue
credit
with that, but
card. She had the credit card that night, though, right?
yeah, but everyone can pay things if you don't have to pay it right then and
Oh,
there.
this is
If
Kai the
the issue
fast
is
talker.
that
I
you
love her.
sent, if the issue is that you're telling me I didn't pay because you sent the thing to my house and you know that, and eventually you knew you sent it to the wrong house and you didn't reach out to me until we get to the reunion to call me out for it, then I have an issue with that.
Because if she probably would have said something during the season, it probably would have been another race issue.
No, if you would have told her, hey, I haven't received your payment yet, it would have given her the chance to pay. And if she did not still pay, then you call her out.
Well, don't she know she got to pay because she raised her hand?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
To me, I just feel like it's a
can
whole.
I finish my
Go
statement?
ahead, baby.
Because not every auction you pay right then and there. There are people who will follow up with you to finish the payment.
Thank you, baby.
So I feel like you're judging her on the sense of like you don't even know the situation other than what we know is that they sent it to her house and it was her old house. And so I
To
feel
me,
this very also
I'm judging her
Y'all getting
off.
so
I'm
sensitive.
not. I'm judging her if she raised her paddle and she knew that she had raised her paddle. And if she had raised her paddle and she was really trying to give to a charity, she would have reached out and said, "Hey, I didn't get this thing to pay for this thing." She know that she
yeah, but
raised her hand
it
for it.
also is still Kyle's responsibility to say, hey, we sent the thing and we haven't got paid yet. Let me see what's going on and not call her out and wait a couple months to the
No, it's
reunion.
not. It's not Kyle's
But if you're at the
responsibility.
reunion
I
coming for me,
so
I'm going to come for you.
yeah, but you don't come for me for a situation we could have been handled that has nothing to do with
Yes,
the
you
conversation
do.
we're
If
having
she's
with
coming for
now.
her on the reunion, she could come back to her.
About something that I didn't pay when you didn't even check with me to see if I'm intentionally not trying to pay
So
it. And
is
also, I'm
Kyle
trying to
supposed
figure
to
out
follow up with everyone at the auction to
if
see
you
if they
are running a
paid?
charity, if you're having an event for charity
It's
and you're
not
wanting
Kyle's
people to pay
charity. It was
you,
the Children's Hospital of Los
that
Angeles
Kyle was
business. So
hosting.
yeah,
And
she
it
was
was,
a host. She's not the
But you're
accountant.
a
Okay,
housewife, so
most of
when
the
we're
time
at
when
the
you go to
reunion,
charity
all
If
gloves
events,
are
she
they
was a
off.
send
charity, she
I'm
should have shut her mouth
when
in the
you go
first
to
place
a
if they weren't
charity
charity.
event, they do send you out an invoice. You usually have 30 days to pay it.
That's
Okay.
even
Everybody's
worse.
up here now. Y'all sitting here critiquing this woman. It's
Thank you,
nice that
Autumn.
she gave to begin with. I don't know the last time anybody else gave, but I'm sure
I
it
have a
wasn't
problem with y'all keep
$5,000.
saying we're
Wait,
attacking
and also
everybody?
Me
including
too.
because I'm
and
also
You
the one
guys
who
are
I
hired her
just
to
feel
do
really
all
like
the
are.
charity work.
You really are attacking.
I
Am
have
I?
a
how are we
problem with that because
attacking?
no, y'all
Well, also
say
because you
these
don't let anyone
things.
finish a point and you're
You
yelling when no
recited
one
her
else is yelling.
IMBD. Y'all recited the IMBD list.
I
Y'all
didn't.
bring
I
these
didn't do
charities
that.
back up, and we're having a
Mims is
rebuttal
the one who
because
read the
we're
list. I didn't
I
say
attacking.
did.
nothing. I
I
didn't
did
read
the
nothing about her
IMDb list.
Yeah,
IMDb.
but I just find it just so interesting that there's like this like I feel like I'm judging her on being a housewife, but it's like we go through everything else to diminish her, and I'm just like,
I feel
there's
like
Yeah,
as
y'all
a
really
housewife, why can't we
Y'all,
talk about
it's not
everyone
that
else's
I
stuff
y'all
but
y'all
criticize her.
ourselves?
just be real.
I didn't
y'all
like.
try to
I
boost her
feel like
up
she could
like
have.
she that girl and she
I'm
not.
not. have you heard me boosting
But
her
y'all
up? I'm
trying to
talking
tear her
about me
down like she's
personally.
trash, but she's not.
But the thing
Exactly.
is,
That-
though,
That is the
you
part
may
that
have not.
Erica
Wait a
down.
minute. Hold on. Wait. Let me say this though.
Erica's
You may
trash.
not have. Wait a minute. You may not have Kai boosted her up, but what happens is when we get on here, there's a banter between me and Escar Marty all the time, and so that's what you see me and
Well, okay.
Escar Marty sometimes defending our fate, our fate.
Well,
That's
what
the
has
banter to go
Escamorty
back and
said
forth.
about Garcelle?
Wait,
I've never said
What do you
anything
think?
like
what did
she
I
was.
Can I
do?
make a quick statement?
Go ahead.
Whole cast
I
is
just
trash.
don't want to. I said that.
I just wanted to talk about the whole cast. That would be nice.
The whole yes.
Yeah, the
thank
whole
you.
cast is trash.
Thank you.
We
Instead
had
of
got
just
off Garcelle and got on
85% of the
Just
time.
to
And then-
clarify, I'm pretty
Black people.
impartial. I read her IMDb because people said that she didn't have an extensive list, so I went ahead and pulled
And
it
she
up and read
doesn't.
it. I just
She
fact
She
checked it.
The
does.
list was extensive. She read the list down.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this one.
Huh?
One
Y'all need to
episode
say
here
that
and
she
there. It
been
was one episode
around.
here and there.
She been around.
No, I
man.
don't know her
Give
IMDb,
her
but I know I saw
flowers.
her in the show I was watching because I watched Siren and that was on Freeform. So I'm not every actor is some like big Hollywood star, and I never thought she was. So I don't really condone anyone saying that. But I'm like, if she's a working actress, she's a working actress. I don't really know other contesting
More
that.
work than Lisa Rinna.
That's what I'm talking about.
I was gonna say she's the only one out of the cast that actually has a real job other than a job that they got from money that they got from their husbands.
Well, how
So
come y'all
let's
don't go
give her props. Like,
I
give,
can't.
Well, I'm not going that far. It's just
How
I just
come y'all
find
don't
it
go
that
up for
I think
Marlo
we
like
talk a
this?
lot
If y'all
about
going
her.
by this black actress thing, y'all tear down Marlo, you tear
Marlo?
down Candace.
I
you
didn't
tear
say
down
anything about a
Kenya.
black
I
actress.
don't
I'm
see
just
that
talking about
Universal
Garcelle
I'm
right
talking about
now.
Real Houses of Beverly Hills. I'm talking about Real Houses of Beverly
apples
Hills.
and
I've been on
oranges.
the show a couple of times now, and I find that we only talk about Garcelle, and usually it goes beyond what happens on the episode. We start
We
talking about
spent
her
the
career and
whole
stuff like
season
that.
dragging Erica, Lisa Rinna,
I said for
Dorit.
me,
She's a
because I've been on
criminal. We
here.
want to drag her.
Okay,
She
Yeah,
has
because
legal issues.
Kai,
Come
just
Who
on.
to
is
confirm,
Garcelle that she is above reproach?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
understand.
I
I'm
didn't say
equal.
that.
I'm an equal
Nah, it's the difference
opportunity
between
asshole. I talk
reproach and
about them
bashing.
all.
Let's be real.
Just to
Yes,
confirm.
I'm not talking about you, man. I'm talking about
anybody
the
can
people
get it.
yelling
Oh,
about it.
Well,
Anyone can
well,
get
for
it.
me,
But
for
usually
Phil,
we're talking about Garcelle, and usually we're not talking about something that happened on the show. And then when we are talking about something that happens in the show, we
We
don't get full
started talking
context.
about.
You talk
We
about
started
Garcelle, but
talking
we don't talk
about
about the
the
criminals.
we started talking about Garcelle having a glam squad. I
Yeah.
literally fell out of my bed when I seen that Garcelle had a glam squad. Is that so
But
bad?
why?
I'm not talking about that. That's something that happened on the show. I'm
That's
talking
what I'm
about
saying. That's how it started. We started talking about Garcelle having a glam squad, and I
Playboy,
fell out of my
Playboy
bed.
was on the show.
And her switching teams on switching up on Crystal.
she's
we
not
can
switching
choose
up on
any
Crystal. Her
one
and
of
Crystal
them,
are not
and
that
we can
close
talk
in
about
the
them all because they're
beginning.
all trash.
Period.
Her and Crystal
And
are not close like that.
They were in the People
Crystal
magazine
is super
together.
trash.
As long as it ain't just Garcelle.
Garcelle and Sutton were the ones who have been friends for longer than her and Crystal. Crystal just joined this thing, so that no one's
Well,
act like she
Crystal
switched up
joined
on
the same
Crystal like
time
that.
as Sutton.
Can I
No,
jump
she
in for a
didn't.
quick
No, she
Sutton
second?
didn't. A
was a
season
friend up before
before.
Crystal was
Yeah.
on the show.
Can I jump
Yeah.
in and make a
Sutton
comment?
had a whole season
Go
before.
ahead,
Please.
Phil. Well,
I think everyone is just a little. For me, when I read Twitter and stuff, people are mad because they were expecting it to be Garcelle, Sutton, and Crystal,
Yes,
and
I
because
would.
it got switched up, folks are mad. But for me, Crystal was a snake last year when she used the word
Innocent.
violated for their experiment, for their experience.
Hold
she
on,
was
but
violated.
let
She
me
was
see that.
violated.
She was.
She was violated. I'm
She
not.
was
We're
not violated.
Yes, she was.
Let me explain before y'all.
Housewives
And I'm ready for all the
Period.
questions. Let me explain. When you use the word violated, you use that word to invoke certain feelings and emotions out of people. She knew exactly what she was doing. And when she used that word dark, she was trying to call Sutton a racist. Do I think Sutton
Safe
is low-key
space.
undercover racist? Yes. Do I think she made a racist remark at that about that story last season? No, I don't. I don't trust Crystal. Crystal uses her words to try to put a narrative in people's mind. That word violated for her walking in her room accidentally is too much.
But Phil, you leaving more out of it. She walked into the room, seen the girl was naked, and continued to walk in.
I thought she just dropped the coat down and left out.
She walked in, seen the girl was naked, and walked and took the jacket on the bed.
And she said, "What are you in here doing?"
Yeah, so she was listen to me and me personally. I ain't going back and forth on whether she was violated or not. To me, she was violated point blank in the period.
No.
Everybody, I know a lot of women do feel safe around other women, but all women don't. If it was a man that had walked into the room, it would have been a Me Too situation.
But the thing that Crystal did, she made it seem like she did it with malice intent.
She did, she was upset at the girl and said, "I'm not upset. Let me go and take her jacket." If Kai told me that she was violated, it's not up to me to feel whether she was violated or not. That's how she feels.
I'm not saying her feelings was wrong. I'm saying the way she expressed it was wrong.
Wait, and not only that, they weren't friends. She had just accused the girl of kicking her under the table and had a tantrum with this girl. So she probably thought Sutton was going to run downstairs and tell them she was all naked doing something weird in her room. Like she felt violated.
Let's not do all the extra. We'll just go with what Crystal said. Crystal said she felt violated. She has body issues.
Right.
Sutton walked into the door. She didn't knock on it, and she didn't ask for permission. That's enough to feel violated. So I don't really know why people keep contesting, going back and forth. That's what she felt, and we also don't need to add on to what Sutton was thinking. Crystal said she felt violated, and the situation sounds correct.
I mean,
so
you didn't tell me what I feel, what I
yeah, that's the whole point. Yes.
Thank you.
And Sutton did not ask for permission, and they weren't friends, and they just had an argument. So it makes perfect sense why she would feel that way.
So for me, and I'm gonna play a little bit of devil's advocate right now. So the next time somebody wants to say that a black woman is being aggressive, I want us to have that same energy with the word aggressive as well.
This is not
because people are told
and/or stereotype.
Same thing. It's not.
You diminish the issue of aggressive and black women.
No, I'm not diminishing the issue. What I'm saying is that.
So who's aggressive? I'm confused.
No one's aggressive. I'm using it as an example.
You can't.
What I'm saying is, Crystal is the type of Crystal is a Karen that you have to watch. Yeah. She's shown that she cannot be trusted. She's shown that she will take things. She will put 20 on 10.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, but then you belittle the things when she does something wrong because you do everything wrong.
Can I ask a question for real?
Sure.
Do y'all think that Crystal is protecting Sutton right now by not repeating what she said?
I honestly do.
No.
I gotta know what it said first.
Sutton said this and color her as a racist, and that will live in infamy for the rest of her life. It'll probably affect her being on these charity boards that she's on and all her.
I think that was to me very calculated. I'm with Crystal on the violate part, but the thing about it is that changes it for me.
Crystal
is that
not
it wasn't
telling what she said is protecting.
But also,
what Crystal is doing is worse. By not saying what she said, because we're all painting the narrative.
No, but we don't know.
Y'all are assuming a lot of shit.
Saying she's racist. If she was racist, we would all be calling her fucking racist.
We're all thinking she's racist because we don't know what she said.
Because I'm not falling into that trap.
Yeah, right.
It's insidious for her to do that. Because the point of matter is also Crystal wants to say it's just for feelings, but the problem, also the extra step that she messed up is she tried to put it on Garcelle. It wouldn't affect Kyle, but it would affect people of color. Oh, it wouldn't affect you, Kyle, but it would affect me and Garcelle. She tried to pull Garcelle into this, which means that you think it affects more than you. If it affects more than you, share it with the class. That way everyone knows what's going on here.
If she said something racist, it would affect Garcelle.
He has changed the goalpost. First she said it was one conversation, then she said it was another conversation. Crystal to me is not. What I'm saying is Crystal is not meant to be trusted, because when you have a story,
it was the one with Cal and
hold on, Lisa. Let them finish, Lisa.
Let them finish, Lisa. And you,
but that's not what she. Well, excuse me, Lisa. That's not what she said when she was asked. She said Crystal is the one that pulled Kyle into it and said that Kyle was drunk. She never said that she was just having a conversation with Sutton alone. Crystal pulled Kyle into it, and when Kyle was like, "Well, I don't remember," that's because you was drunk. Being that I was drunk and me not being there is two different things.
Yeah, and then the next day is Kyle wasn't there. It was a separate conversation.
Can I say something? I think that two things could be correct at the same time. Phil, I agree with you. I do think that Crystal, she's one of them sneaky links that you need to watch. And if you start giving her a pass now, then you're going to see later on, you're going to end up regretting it, because she does seem like a Karen. She's doing stuff and she knows very well what those words mean and the implications behind them. And then as far as with Kaya, is that your name?
Yes.
Kai, right?
Okay, Kaya, I
Oh, Kai,
agree
yes.
with you. If somebody says they feel violated, it's not up to us to tell them how to feel or how not to feel. If that's your
Thank
feelings, then
you.
I have to accept you for how you say you feel. But and however, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to watch why you're saying and choosing the words that you're choosing. And in this aspect, I do not trust Crystal. There's something off about her, and she is very manipulative. And I think she knows exactly what she's doing.
I don't follow.
And I
Let me
can
tap on that.
agree.
She knows exactly what
Thank you,
she's doing
Dion.
because the fact of the matter is, last year when she knew she was in the right, because my thing is again, you can't if you walk into someone's room and they don't give you permission and they feel uncomfortable, you can't tell someone. So she knew she was right in that. She stood 10 toes down in that. She was speaking the
10 toes.
definition. Sutton was a psycho and a weirdo and she was crazy, and no one's gonna change how she felt because that's what happened. Now all of a sudden people are questioning you and you don't stand 10 toes down. Now you're all meek and quiet and crying in the chair and letting everyone else talk for you.
But then you
I
see
can
how just
agree.
like
I
last
do.
season, that situation went, and then Gabor, you just made a I missed you today, by the way, Gabor.
Uh,
Oh,
Um
you ain't missed
to-
shit.
today, I mean, just now you made a comment how if it would have been a man, it was 2 minutes from being a Me Too situation. But and however, it's not, because walking in on somebody may make you feel embarrassed, exposed, and a lot of other things. But a Me Too situation, unless she touched her or did something else, then it would not escalate. Sutton didn't have any power in that situation to make her do stuff. But that's the you see how it rises and then the stakes keep going up and up and up. And that's why those implications are dangerous.
Okay,
she
well, hold
was
on,
she
really
was
quick,
naked. Go
really,
ahead.
really quick. It may not have been a Me Too situation, but it definitely could have been an HR situation. If a
Yes.
man walks
Right.
into a woman's room and continues walking in and then asks her what she's doing. So maybe it's
Correct.
not necessarily Me Too, but it definitely is problematic at the very
Correct.
least.
And then it could have been handled. That's what I'm saying. All of that could have been handled. And it wouldn't have been to the point where did it escalate to the level of, like, when I hear violation, I'm thinking we need to call the cops. Did the cops need to be called in that situation?
Yeah, but
Well,
but I feel like that my whole thing is she was naked. She was had her room door shut. She can be violated. Her body is not for everybody to just walk in and see. If that was the case, she could have had her room door wide open.
I like, once again, like I said, there was a lot of things that could have happened that could have made it so that that situation didn't escalate. And a
But
simple thing could have been
also,
to lock your door.
but my door was shut. I didn't have to lock it. The door was shut.
Hmm.
But the thing, but what I want to say is though, and someone said it before, never in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has anybody ever been told how to talk and what words to use. It was a big deal this season. It was a big deal because the girls made it a big season. The girl felt
This season?
violated. It wasn't that big of a
Oh, wow.
deal. She
Okay.
felt violated, and now we want to go and dissect this word violated and what it meant now. You know what I'm saying? And I really
I
feel
gotta
like
check you on
it
that one.
wasn't that the girl said she was felt violated. It was the whole peeping Tom of it that Kathy made the joke of calling her Thomasina all the time. That's what it was.
Right,
They
but
got
Well,
also,
suddenly
Gabor,
offended.
Gabor, I
I think
disagree
that
with
the
you.
reason that
Mhm.
that season was the first season anybody had been critiqued about what was said and not said is because it's the climate of our country at this time. Everybody's critiquing everything that anybody says. Lizzo can't even say the word spaz without that becoming newsworthy all of a sudden. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's hypersensitive about every word that anybody uses, and whether it's right or wrong or indifferent, and it's becoming topics of conversations. So it just so happened that it played out on Beverly Hills first before anywhere else as far as reality TV.
Well,
But
New
I think it's
New Jersey.
conflating the thing of like
New York.
violation is the word. Something happened and it could be violating. This season, I think the issue more so is that people keep going back to the whole violating thing. It's because now we see that Carissa does have a pattern of using words for certain situations, but it doesn't mean that every situation she's trying to be manipulative with it. This situation right here, when you say someone said something dark, not that you felt it was dark, but when you said someone said something dark and they ask you about it and you don't want to respond, and then you tell the other person of color it will affect you, but you don't want to tell them it. I have issues with that. We're gonna
That's
let
a
me be friends with
problem.
this white woman, but you are insinuating that she said something racist, but you're okay with me still being friends with her, and you're okay still being friends with her. this is where she starts playing games with words that I don't like. If you're talking about your feelings and the situation happens, I'm like, yes, people use other words, but that's neither here nor there. But right now, you're leaving it open where people can insinuate on someone's character. And Sutton's an easy target for this. She is a middle-aged white woman from Augusta, Georgia. She is the stereotype, and I can see it happening. But if it didn't happen, I feel like it is disgusting then to proposition this on national TV.
Well,
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 like
guys,
I
I
know.
just came
like
up
I
real
said
quick just to
before,
say hi. I'm going to say bye real quick. I didn't watch the show, but when I heard Gabor and you guys getting into it with Garcelle, I said, let me come
Oh,
up
it's
real quick.
Garcelle.
I wanted to say something about her. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Everybody have a good night.
Oh, hold
but
on,
I'm gonna
baby.
say the
Autumn's
Mm.
mom.
same.
Before you go,
Uh-huh.
Autumn, you is telling the truth, but I'm gonna say it like this one. That's why I keep
did you
telling
Mm.
like this
everybody.
outfit, Autumn's mom?
I keep telling
She didn't
everybody.
see it yet, Mims. She
Yeah, I
said she
didn't
didn't
watch
see
it
Do
it.
you
yet.
like
I
it
just
now?
walked in the
I know
door.
you didn't watch it. I know you. I
She
heard
probably
you
don't want to
say.
see that. She probably don't want to see nothing
But
yet.
now
That was a
what I'm saying, but she telling the truth
Oh,
though.
that's
That's
different.
why I keep
Why
saying.
she got on so many colors?
So
Who?
See you.
It's her team.
Okay. All
All
right.
right,
Well,
thank
I
you
will.
for coming up. I appreciate it.
No,
All right.
I
Have a
like
good night.
Garcelle's outfit.
Bye
mm.
bye.
You
You
do.
like
no.
that?
What I'm saying of
What?
is, yeah, that's why I keep saying I agree with Autumn about that. That's why I keep saying it was Southern said more than what she said, and they deleted those scenes. I'm telling you because the atmosphere.
You're
They don't want the
assuming.
same stuff that happening in New York. Ebony and those girls, they don't want that stuff happening. Jenny and Salt Lake City, they don't want that on this show. They don't want it. Bravo, and they don't want to deal with it because they already got a lawsuit with Meaning come going forward. You know what I'm saying about racism. So they don't
Yes.
want to deal with that stuff. So that's why they deleted them scenes. I'm telling you, it was more. She said more, and then Crystal, some kind of way, them girls got jumping down her throat, and she seemed like she said, "Damn, man," and she stopped like I'm in here by myself, because I would have did the same thing. I would have did the
But
same thing and say,
Crystal
"Okay,
knows these
I'm
women don't
sorry."
like Sutton. They would be
They
on her
don't.
side. If Crystal came out and said Sutton said this shit, they would be on her side. So I don't know. I don't fall for that because even Crystal acknowledged today that Erica most likely is on her side right now because she doesn't like Sutton. Crystal knows these women don't like Sutton. They would be behind her with it. Bravo could delete it wherever they want to, but Crystal's the one who said something was said. Crystal's the one who was there. So Crystal could say it. I would believe her. I don't care if there was no picture or not. If Crystal said what was said and I can see it happen, I would believe her.
Well,
But you
Crystal
can't
is
be like
making.
something was said and something was deleted, so I'm supposed to just believe someone who's not even going to explain what happened. I feel
Well,
like
I
it's
think that's
disingenuous.
the
That's the whole.
issue. Crystal, I agree with you, Lisa. That Bravo could have deleted it due to the climate of racism that they have going on with other shows. But with Crystal continuously not wanting to say it, she's
And
looking,
but
her
this is probably
integrity and her character is looking crazy right now.
and yeah, you know what? And producers probably told her, "Don't say nothing."
Oh my god, this is
I'm
a lot of
telling you.
speculation.
I don't think the
Because
producers
Yeah,
don't
told her
don't
to
say
tell
say
that.
me
nothing. They
Yeah,
want the show
don't
to
tell
go
me the
off.
producers don't be telling them what they say. Don't say in that on them shows because they do. I'm that's how I
But
really
no, I also go ahead, baby.
that's how I really do feel, and I'm stop and I don't want and believe me, I don't want to play Southern as a Southern white woman because believe me, my mom had took me around good white people in Memphis because I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. That's where I was born at. You know what I'm saying? And I do know
Mm-hmm.
that there are some good Southern white people, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't
wait,
want to
what?
say I don't want to say, but I believe it is true. Like I said, I believe she said more than what she said,
Okay, why
and
do you believe that she said more than what she said?
yeah, because producer Papa told her don't say
No, no, no.
nothing.
What actually happened for you to believe that more was said, other than what you think happened?
Because when she kept saying she said y'all just don't know it was more said and than what she said and she
Well,
said I know
well,
and
Sutton is the only
that's just
one
me
who said, "Okay, I
that's
get
why I'm
this."
coming across college that's how I
Mhm.
feel about the situation and I'm not gonna that's what I keep saying and I really do believe this Bravo is in a they in a devil advocate right now because like I said, they seen what happened when Eb and them girls in New York. Now they got this stuff with Jenny. But when they was filming this right here, that stuff with Jenny just had came out. Lost State, Salt Lake City. That stuff with Lost State, what are they city name there? Just that came out when they were doing this filming. Okay, so they like, oh shit, now here we go again. And you better believe, baby doll, they deleted some of those scenes. They told Crystal, you better believe some of them high up in producer store, do not bring it up. And like you probably be sitting there filming, you probably sitting there talking and everything. You say, damn, they told me don't bring it up. And they said, I really can't, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. You
I
know, she
believe Sutton and Crystal have an agreement not to say it on camera. Do you remember when Sutton was running out of Kyle's house and she was like, "She's gonna cancel me"? Do y'all remember
Do it
that?
again.
She's gonna cancel me. I want to be destroyed.
Who said
Y'all
that?
remember Sutton? She was running out of Kyle's house and they had to all chase her out the house when this happened. It was the last season. Well, when the violation thing happened.
When she had the face roller?
Right, Tyra.
No, they were at Kyle's house for a dinner, I think.
Mm-hmm.
During the whole Erica thing,
that was
and they
when
all
they
chased her.
Renee's
Remember
house?
the butler? Remember the butler was looking at Sutton all crazy. She had
That was
another.
Kathy House.
Oh, Kathy
That
House.
was Kathy.
I think Sutton is worried about being canceled, and they agreed to not say it on air, so people won't take it and run with it because it'll never go away.
Baby
Well,
Kathy
it's not going away
said,
So
now.
it must not be that
You need
racist
to
then,
watch
because
it.
if
But
it
y'all
was,
don't know what she said though, so it
But
But
really
we
didn't
are
go
still
anywhere.
talking about it
but you
now.
speculated.
But Kai,
And
to me, let me
something
tell
that
you
the
why I
president.
believe. To me, the reason why I believe that she said something is
Okay.
because tonight, when Diana was looking for confirmation from the table that Sutton said that she hated the girl, nobody said nothing. And for Kyle to sit there and know goddamn well that that girl said that she hated her, and nobody to say, "Oh yeah, you did say that," or to corroborate the story, it gives me that them girls will lie. They were
Mm-hmm.
Team Sutton
But
before
didn't
they
you
got to
think
that
it
table, and they was gonna hold it
before?
down for Sutton, huh?
You thought, but people were. I'm not saying this directly towards you, but people thought about this before this situation happened. And these
People
girls do
what?
not like Sutton. Like they do
They
not like
like her
Sutton.
now. They
Yeah, they
like
do.
her
They
today.
like her now. See, what happened was the dynamics changed when
Because
Crystal,
Crystal didn't come
the
out and
the
say what was said.
the
Thank you,
dynamics changed. No,
Cairo.
the dynamics changed that night when Crystal said that this wasn't a safe space for her, and she wanted to leave.
I was
The
with her on
dynamics.
that. I was with
That's
her
what I'm
on that
saying.
part. But we
But
get to hear now
But
when
did you
someone's
see
questioning you
Kyle's
about
face
something
when she
else. And
said that?
what?
Kyle's face.
what I'm
Did you
saying
see
is the
Kyle's face
dynamics
when she
changed. They
said
didn't
that?
like Sutton. They did not like Sutton before Crystal said that. They didn't like Sutton. They was having
So
meetings about her behind their back and stuff.
that gives pretty to the fact that you can say Garcelle shouldn't ask the question. Garcelle asked the question. And it says Crystal, she could have easily said, that's why I would have been down with it. That's what I felt. Our conversations about this. And that's why I felt I'm standing by that. Instead, she said, oh no, there was more to that conversation. And the conversation was leading up to her saying, you're not that girl. Now the conversation, and she said, Kyle was there. Now the conversation is, no, Kyle wasn't there. It's the pool comment that no one else was there for. And then she even watched it happen live and said, oh, no, it wasn't the pool comment. Even though she asked Garcelle, don't you think that was dark? Which then to me, if you confirming that it was the pool comment you're talking about, I can't follow your story if it has changed when it has happened 3 different
But
times.
Thank
wait.
you.
They said, "Don't you think that was dark?" And Garcelle was like, "No." So Garcelle didn't get the full story. Sutton obviously
But
didn't tell
that's the point
Garcelle
which
the
she
whole
should clear it
story.
up. That's the whole point. The only thing we can go off is what Sunny said, because Crystal's keeping her mouth shut. Sunny said what she said, and Crystal is the one who turned to Garcelle and said, don't you think that's problematic? Don't you think that's dark? And Garcelle said no. To me, that's Crystal confirming that the story she was talking about was the pool story. And then she gets on
Exactly.
Watch What Happens Live, and they do a poll of the comment that Sutton said was so dark, and people said no. And then Crystal goes and says, well, I wasn't even talking about that. It's a different situation.
She said it was.
Yeah, I don't believe
I
that.
think
I don't believe
Crystal.
it was the pool. I don't believe that it was the pool comment.
But
Honestly,
then
to
why is
me,
Crystal then
But
turning to
what if she said
Garcelle
to
and
because
Garcelle
saying
she's.
this
though?
I
was
believe that
dark?
she's trying to.
Agreement.
I believe it's something else that
Oh
she's
my
trying
god.
to hide from. That she's trying to hide from Sutton.
I
You can't
think
hide something if
Crystal
you are on the
wants
on.
validation from the group, and I think what she was doing. I agree with Kai. She put it out there, and she asked Garcelle, and Garcelle said no, and then she's switching it up. If it was something like she was consistent on her story with the bedroom situation. Why
I was
isn't
here with
she
her with that.
consistent on this story now? Now I'm gonna run and I have to leave. Thank you for having me up. But Kai, I am what you guys said tonight. I'm gonna, work on my thoughts about that violation situation. I do have to respect her
The
feelings.
violation
Yes,
of it
yes,
all.
please.
I have to respect her feelings. I don't want to violate her feelings. But on this dark statement, if you ain't gonna say it, niece, don't bring it up.
But she also violated Diana tonight too.
Oh my
Oh.
God, she's not violating Diana. This is considered
Y'all have a
intimidation.
good night. I'll be in the
I don't
chat.
mean
For real, I
sexually.
appreciate it. You're
I don't
welcome.
Thank
mean
you.
sexually.
She
Bye,
violated her
Phil.
space.
Have a
She
good night,
violated her
Phil.
space.
She violated her space for sure, but I don't mean sexually, but she did.
Oh,
She
I
had
gotta
her hand
get
in her face.
two.
She was yelling in her face. No God.
That was
You
not a
said
lot of
it too,
finger.
baby
That was a
doll.
raised
But
voice.
I like the way Diana got her ass together too, though.
She did not. She turned about a white woman
Diana
didn't
did tell.
cry when
Diana
people were
did
being
tell her.
crazy.
She said you did
Kwame,
say that.
you should have hit the link, Kwame.
That was like a chess move because she had all the girls comforting her while Sutton ran away. I forget who went with Sutton, but
That was
she
white
kind of
womaning. That was white womaning 101.
right. She Karen Sutton. She Karen the
And
Karen.
that
Which
would
you
make me
can like it
something
or not,
different.
I don't like it
And
because
I'm
I
gonna
feel like
tell
if
you
you're gonna
something
be
now. I'm gonna tell you what really pissed me off about
She
it.
played her game, and when she bought those tears out, that was the icing on the cake for me.
Y'all, okay.
I say yes, son. I mean yes, Diana, go.
Yeah. Can you guys give like your last closing statements
Mm-hmm.
before you have
Oh,
anything to close?
I just don't understand how. I just don't understand how we can't tell the truth about. I mean, I just feel like with Garcelle, we
Oh,
got to go all around the world. We have to
boy,
go all
bye.
around the world and make everything make sense to fit a narrative about Garcelle.
Y'all was just doing that with Crystal and what she
I
said.
was not.
Okay, so that's your stance. Kai, do you have anything to close?
um I'm neutral on Garcelle. I just feel like we talk a little bit too much about her about things that don't happen on the show. Crystal is playing race games and acting like now she don't know how to speak up for herself and she had no problems doing it last year, so I'm side-eyeing her.
I mean, that's fair. I think a lot of you guys have like valid points, to be honest. Lisa, no
Yes,
hula hoop.
to me, I'm on
listen,
Team
baby.
Crystal. I believe she said more than what she was saying. Only thing I did not like is when Diana was doing her thing and Garcelle was like, "Oh, I can't get with it, but you can get
Okay.
with Sutton, but you can't get with that." Child,
Okay.
come on, man.
How
But
about
Let them know,
Greg?
Greg.
Garcelle, I don't feel the same way as Gore and Ricky do though.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Cromartie,
Yes. Can y'all hear
Escargot.
me?
Yes.
Look,
Yes.
I was always confused last year when I was like watching live shows of Potomac and people going ham on Housewives, and now I see it. I see it.
you're part of it.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm Gabor. If you go live tomorrow about this, I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh, I'm gonna get
Hopefully
ready.
you
oh,
guys
you
are
know I
excited.
am. You know I
I'm gonna
am. I'm
get
gonna have
ready.
to watch it again because when I watched the episode, I was hyped, and when I'm telling you, I screamed when I seen them tears falling out of Diana's
What what
eyes.
what you gotta do is you gotta. This is YouTuber. It's Misha. Her reviews are always detailed and on point. That's what I usually go to. Like I watch the
Misha, spell
episode.
Misha because you know Misha could be spelled. Is it
Like it's
MEI
like
or
it's
MI?
Misha. I think it's called It's Misha. Let me see.
How do you spell Misha?
I think it's
Did you ask me
MEESHA.
because you promote Misha page over here?
No, but you know what? I just gotta call it what it is. Like,
I'm
but
just
anyway,
playing.
yeah. We'll be ready.
Yeah,
I
so
will.
Oh.
silly.
Side note.
Y'all so silly.
No offense. You can't be white. You can't be a white woman asking people for money at a gas station. Because I cussed that lady out today. Don't do that.
What is
Sorry.
Say
it
what?
about?
Huh?
Yeah, so
You
what
cursed
white
the homeless
woman is gonna
person
make for
out?
this money at the gas
No,
station?
because every time I go to the gas station, the ones run by Akbar and Jafar, is I always
Oh
get
my
like people always come up
god!
to me and ask for money. So like, yeah. This white lady came up to me talking about her fully dressed, talking about I need some money for gas. My husband just left me. I said, if I
Where'd you
give
see
you a
Was
the
it
You
dollar,
didn't help a
Erica?
Did you
woman
see
in
her
need. You
next
didn't
time?
help a
Was
woman
it
in need.
Erica?
huh?
Was it Erica?
No, I'm not gonna. It won't Garcelle.
Okay,
I
so
just say that.
I'm
I
trying
say
to look for
reaction.
it's Misha. I can't find it.
Uh,
I'm
I don't
sorry.
think
I
it's
had to
Misha. I
go
think
there.
it's IMO
I'm sorry.
Misha.
I had to go there.
oh, they're
I
saying
am.
it right. It's MEA. Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
Damn, it's
MEA.
1 o'clock. Everybody hit the like button.
Yeah,
Did
did y'all hit the
everybody hit
like
the like
button? We
button?
gave
Okay,
y'all
I got it.
I
almost
hit
three
it.
and a
I
half
hit the like
hours
button.
of
I
content.
just love the way she talks. I can. Oh. But anyway, that's a side note.
Let's see. Did people hit the like button?
It's Richie's turn.
No,
I
we could
just
get
want
up
to
more
thank
likes, y'all.
Oh, I got
We
a
only
like.
how
have
many. I can't
128.
see how many people are in the room. I can't see anything.
Now like 138.
What's
How
up?
many
What's up,
likes?
page is Agora?
Girl,
It's Miss Misha IMO.
Miss Misha IMO. Okay, I'm gonna go look for it.
I'm gonna love her.
MEASHA underscore
I
IMO.
I think she's from Texas too, cause she got that Texas swing when she talked too.
And what
Richie,
is
Okay.
go
I
ahead.
just want to thank y'all for having me. I'll try to come in more. I'm always in the comments, but thank y'all for having me. It's all in
No,
Oh,
it was
thank
fun.
good.
you.
Somebody had Gabor's
You know, I
back.
got me a sidekick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
baby.
try to
I
join
will
you
be your
Thank
side
you.
chick
tomorrow.
with Potomac.
Now,
Potomac my
girls,
sister.
remember, y'all girls out there, remember to do your hula hoop dance, baby, for your man now.
Okay,
Zane.
Misha.
Okay, Zane.
But before I go, hold on. Before I go, I'm gonna be doing an interview with a. She's called a house mother. It's like the girl or the woman who was in charge of all the girls at the strip club.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
So that interview is coming up.
With Lisa?
Baby, if he
Yes.
want to, baby, come on, baby. I don't know what I'm gonna say to him, but I can tell him something though, baby. I
No,
don't look up
Lisa,
no
you are
strip
not in
club.
charge of the girls. No, I'm talking
No,
about a
baby,
real
they need
woman who
me to be
works
in
and
charge of the
manages the
club though,
strip
baby.
club. No.
No, we, baby, baby, huh? We ain't getting, can't get no baby. We can't get carried, okay?
They're
Carriers
trying to get
bring the
what?
bag with them.
She's trying to get carrots on her finger. Okay,
Girardi,
no,
don't
but
be hating, escargot.
y'all know, look out for that interview. It should be coming up. She's trying to do it tomorrow, but I think that's too soon. But that one will definitely be coming up. I'll be super excited about that one. So if you've ever seen P Valley, it would be like the house mother on P Valley. She's gonna be in charge of the girls. She's gonna have stories, and we're gonna do a giveaway on that episode. So I thank you guys for coming here. I have never done 3 hours and 15 minutes on live. This was a lot. Y'all are crazy. Uh, but
And
I
you love it,
appreciate it.
and you love it.
And we're gonna end on Kyle.
Thank you.
That walk, oh my goodness. It was diabolical.